guys. OG Merpe coming at you. We're ready to play some D&D. We've got the map loaded. Players are in. We're coming back to my homebrew world of Valmina, where we actually left a player whose schedule is not aligned with ours anymore, and we are in the process of picking up other two players, one of which is here with us tonight. So we're going to have some character introductions. There's sure to be some combat. There's sure to be some role playing. This session should have a little bit of everything. Yeah, and so let's just get right to it. Everybody wants to play. All right, I'm back. I'm live. Who's recapping? Who's telling the good people about what happened?
I'm
I
assuming
will. Just
happened.
kidding.
Okay. Starting from the beginning of our last, Mary had gone back into town on the horse chasing after that one jock lizard person, Bucker. She got imprisoned along with Corbin because basically we had a mishap with who had horse contracts. Mary had it, but at the time between players, we thought Tim's had it. Whole thing. Mary ended up being like, "Give me the goddamn horseback." Jock person laughed at her, and she's like, "Okay, leather boot time." Got paralyzed along with Corbin due to magic and imprisoned. The boys, Art and Tim, tried to rescue them, but it went shit. And in the end, we ended up having to sign a blood contract to find like Hagergash items that would be important to them.
And Hagergash is?
He is a goblin god of some sort. I don't think we knew what of, but we know it's like a deity within goblin culture. But basically, Corbin refused to sign because as a slave for contract stuff, he ain't doing blood contracts, so he's just staying there as collateral.
Yep.
But they're being nice. They're like letting him sweep and just kill. We end up going off to like figure out where one of the horses that Mary had rode in on that we have for rent went. He's back at the farmhouse. It's all good. But then Mary starts fucking bleeding everywhere from her nose, like really, really seriously. And we're like, fuck. Then we go over to Farid's, and it's just like he's recently taken in Miko. Mary's crying because we're trying to find this goddamn horse. He's like, well, that jock dude went up here a while back. Actually, no, we stopped at the tavern, and the one orc, what was his name?
Jaka.
The bartender? Jaka had secretly let us know through notes and shit. Like, he went up there, so that's probably where the horse is. Farid was like, well, if he went up there, he's probably going to come back on the horse, and if he comes back on the horse, I'll let you know, and we'll try to get the horse back, and that kind of calms Mary and everyone down. Mary, Tim, and Art then go off on the adventure to these caves that we've kind of been familiar with, in a sense. These were previous caves that were around the site where we rescued Farid from human sacrifice. We go into the first one, and we're like, something's going on here. It's weird. And then the walks start moving, and the rocks are actually rock people, golem kind of creatures. I can't remember what they were exactly. But we get our ass whooped. I want to say we didn't kill all of them. We like took out one, but had to leave. And we ended up over in this other cave, and we like scavenged it, and there's nothing there. Like it's been torn apart. So we have been camping out here for the night with like booby traps all around us so them goddamn rock people can't get us. And yeah, we're on a mission to get Hagergash shit and kick ass. And hopefully not die.
And hopefully not die. That's a pretty complete recap. I like that a lot. Tim, your local friendly neighborhood alchemist, was able to craft you some tripwire traps, around a couple of trees for your campsite. There was some hot debate as to whether or not you guys were going to spend the night in the cave or out of the cave, and because the cave only seems to have one way in and one way out, you guys opted to stay outside here. So, on kind of a timeline level, it does take a couple of days to get from Ruinswick to the point that you're at now. But to put it also in perspective, it would take you another day and some still to get all the way to the logging camp, which you guys were sent on a previous mission. So you are here sleeping through the night. You guys did make it a point, our last session 3 months ago, I have it on record, that you guys wanted to set up watches, but we didn't cover any of that stuff because we were drawing the session to a close. So I am going to just ask Tim and Mary who wants second watch and who wants third watch, because Art's just going to take the first one.
Mary will take probably third.
Okay, let's put Tim on second. So,
yeah.
Art wakes Tim up for his watch, and Tim is out there. And please roll me a perception check, Tim, for your watch.
Oops.
16.
With a 16 and a human eyes, which do not have any kind of low light bonus, you are sitting here. And as a reminder, this cave that's here behind you is not like recessed into the ground. It's like a molehill which has like an entrance to it. So the top of this cave is a hill. Is the terrain you're looking at here, and it's kind of in a small clearing in the middle of the forest. And so you hear you hear the sound of movement, and it's distinct, but it's also unnatural. It sounds like something being dragged through the forest slowly in the direction of your camp. And as you're listening, you can hear not one, but two or three of these sounds, which puts you on high alert. And as you start glancing around, you look and can see a figure standing on the hill, which you can't make out any details of, except that it is large and it stands on two legs like a human, but it's definitely not a human. And it's like looking down, straight down at your camp, straight down at you guys. What are you gonna do?
Tim is immediately going to wake up Mary and presumably Art,
Right.
and just tap them really quickly, and just like the moment they wake up, just kind of hold his a finger to his lips, and then just like point at that area up there, and like ask Mary if she can see what it is, like in a whisper.
Pyramid head.
It's your mom.
You know,
Yeah, Mary. Okay, Mary rolled 16 plus 10, so 26. Plus with the low
Real
of
quick,
gnomes.
when you're waking up Art, he's just like before his eyes are open, he's like, "Oh, is it time for breakfast already?" And Mary rolling a 26, like squints her eyes and looks up, and she can see that whatever this thing is, this humanoid, is got large, thick, powerful legs that end unnaturally in what appear to be hooves. And he's standing tall, and there are these like tendril-like growths coming out of his face, and he's got like texture all over his body, and this thing is definitely not like a. This is not just like a regular creature of the forest.
Okay, can we make like a dungeoneering check to like figure out what kind of monster it is?
Not from this distance. And these sounds are getting louder, these dragging sounds, and it's clear that whatever's making the sound is going to be upon you guys in the next few seconds.
Mary's just gonna go, everyone hide, and she's gonna go into sneak. If she can.
Yeah, she can roll
We have.
stealth.
Okay, yeah, she's gonna go into sneak. So 25.
25.
damn.
Great.
Yeah.
And then Art, how are you or Tim? Sorry, rather, how are you responding to this?
I guess he's gonna like try to press himself up against a tree, and like any light that's there. I'm assuming he would have put out a light, but yeah, probably press himself up against the tree and try to hide as well.
Cool. Also roll me a stealth, please.
Ooh. Okay, let's see. Tim's rolling Tim numbers 8.
So as you guys, try and duck out of the way, and Art does the best he can to hide as well, but he's doing about as good a job as Tim is. And there's a voice which comes down from the figure on the hill, which says, you hear a laugh. You cannot hide for long. And then what comes into your guys' view are these like fleshy, goopy, almost people. They are like twisted, uh, like gnarled human remains that like don't have legs, and that's the dragging sound you're hearing. Is they just kind of like slump. They just kind of drag themselves snail-like, slug-like towards you guys. And as the first one reaches you, and it
Oh, those are
comes
terrifying.
and it comes stumbling. Yeah, I'll blow one up for you so that you guys don't have to zoom in so much to see one. But the first one like comes stumbling in and stumbles over the tripwire that you have set, and the bomb, boom, blows up. And remind me what the die is on those. What do you roll to determine damage?
2d6 plus 4, 3d6 plus 4.
Then without even needing to ask for a roll, they both just immediately, boom, boom, get eviscerated. Both of these creatures. Meanwhile, diddly diddly doo, Titus, you are in a camp nearby, and you are having a restless night. You know that time is very precious right now, and you need to be working through as many hours during these 2 weeks as possible. And as you're, taking a moment to rest, you hear a couple of loud explosions nearby. What is Titus doing in response to that?
God, even in the middle of the forest, I can't get away from noisy neighbors. This is fucking horseshit.
Love that.
I'm gonna begrudgingly get up, grab my axe, sullenly throw it on my shoulder, and just kind of trot along towards the explosions.
I like that. That's great. Great. I just wanted to make sure that I got that cut in there in a timely manner. So back to you guys. I need everybody here to roll me initiative, please, because more of these things are coming into view as this
Even in the
humanoid.
middle of the
As this humanoid, looks down at all of you and says, "My friends will find you soon, and I will be glad to add you to my collection."
Is it that big?
No, that was just so that you don't have to zoom in to look at it, because I'm on stream. So I
just
want to
making
make
sure.
sure that there's like a visual for people who aren't looking at these little tiny tiles.
Yeah.
Oh, Mary
you
rolled an
want-
8.
Mary rolled an 8. Great. Yeah, I'll take a roll out of Titus too, just so that we can get you
Yeah.
in here.
No, Mary rolled an 18, Dave, not an 8.
18. Got you.
Yeah. Oh, also, puppies are in the room now, so if we hear them bark, I apologize in advance. They were making mayhem and had to go into timeout.
Got you. Also, fair warning to you guys, Eva will be coming home at some point with my dinner, so we'll be interrupted by that, and I'll probably want to dig into that for just a minute. But Mary got an 18. What did Tim get?
15.
What did Titus get?
I also got an 18.
18. Mary probably has a higher dex than you, so I'm gonna bump her to
I've
an
got
18.
a +1.
Mary's a rogue. I think she's got like a +4 or something. And then, I guess
I have a
for art.
+1 as well.
Oh, you have +1 as well. Then you guys can just decide who wants to go first.
You're a rogue with +1?
It's because she's old.
You're a rogue with +1.
These were first characters. Cut everybody some slack.
No, I think it would make more sense for her to go first because she's actually there.
That makes sense. Let's do that. Art.
Real quick before we get into combat.
Yeah.
Looking at my great axe on my character sheet.
Yes.
Under the two hand, it's got a +11 / +6. I'm unsure as to what the difference between.
That means because you're a fighter, you have 2 attacks. So if you take an attack action,
you
get to take 2 attacks. So it's the first attack and then the second attack.
Got it. Okay, cool. Thank you.
Cool. You're very welcome. Good question.
Because I see that in like all of my shit. I'm like, what does this mean?
So I'm going to put rings on these guys. I'm going to bring in another 1, 2.
Shit.
Oh, Pope, you're okay, baby.
Okay. So, oh, I need to roll for the bad guys too, I guess. That's important. How they rolled, interestingly. Fucking pens that work and don't work and piece of crap. All right. So, Mary gets to start us off. What are you doing, Mary? What's your plan?
Okay. Is he in sneak or is it like he shot me? I'm fucked.
He made a comment that he saw you, and looking up, from the height vantage that he has, if he knew where you were before you rolled into sneak, he probably knows where you are now.
Okay, fuck. These two are dead.
Yes.
Okay.
And then for clarification, these things in the back are the same blind stone creatures that were attacking you previously.
Oh. Well, fuck. Okay. Mary's gonna take a, Can I first off do, like, a dungeoneering roll to figure out what the fuck is this snail person?
These things in front of you, it would actually be... do you have, there's like a knowledge planes, is that right? I think there's something like that.
I don't got it, no. It'll just be a flat roll.
Yeah, it's a flat roll. You can add your intelligence modifier to it.
Okay, then who?
Oh, Roxy, it's just Mom coming home. It's just Mom. Okay, hold on, guys. You got it?
16. It's not a lot, but it's something.
On a 16, as you look up at the creature on the hill and then look back down at these strange slug-like creatures, the phrase "adds you to my collection," and with the addition of the hoofed element, it triggers something in Mary's brain that that adding to the collection could refer to collection of souls, and this with this hooved creature is likely some sort of devil. And when he referred to adding you to his collection, he was referring to turning you into one of these.
Fuck. I think that's literally what Mary's gonna say, is just fuck. And then she's going to try to shoot the one, like, right in front of Tim that's not dead.
This one?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Cool, go for it.
Okay. Thank you, Jesus. Nat 20?
Yeah, roll to confirm. Actually, don't even bother rolling to confirm. Just roll your damage and double it.
Okay. Plus 1. Okay. 11.
Yeah, 11 damage. Mary fires a bolt into this thing, and it lets out like a loud shriek, and turns itself into like a puddle of ichor, which is just like kind of left bubbling in a similar. You don't know what happened to the first two because they just like exploded. But now that you've watched what happened, like it got hit with the bolt and like melted like the fucking Wicked Witch of the West. It's now a puddle of ichor instead.
Mary's just gonna go, ugh. Ugh. And that's gonna be it for Mary.
Cool. Titus, you have started making your way through the woods. I'm actually going to bring you through on the other side just because there's more map there.
I was going to ask you where I was coming from.
Yeah, and we'll say you're coming from this side just because we have more map on this side.
Okay.
And obviously, if you want to play a safer course, we can count tiles and figure out this kind of backspace here. But the scene opens up to you. The first thing you notice is a cave, and you're like, maybe that's where the sound came from. And then you hear the sound that scream of the melting creature, just in time to see the strange amorphous blob melt into nothing, and you just see these 3 human figures basically standing back to back to back in defensive mode. And these strange slug creatures are coming at them. Behind the slug creatures are these large orc, small troll-sized creatures that are wielding these huge bone clubs that you only saw because of their movement, because their kind of stone gray color blends in with this night light. But they're in the process of moving towards the figures. And then up on the hill, you can see the silhouette of some large creature. There's obviously a battle happening here. There's obviously where the explosions were coming from. What's Titus gonna do?
So when you say up on the hill, is that this guy?
That's this guy. Yeah.
Okay. So then this is effectively a mountain, but this is the inside of the mountain / hill. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I guess I'll see that. I'll see. Do I hear this guy doing his evil laugh bullshit?
Yeah. As you break through,
monologuing or whatever.
Right, as you break through the forest, and this one's melting, the creature up on the hill shouts, "But one of many!" Yeah, you can hear him up there.
Okay, and I mean, do you want me to roll I guess a sense motive check to see if I recognize that he's evil monologuing, or I think this is just some dude orating for some reason?
No, super obvious just at a glance that this guy is in charge of these other dudes who are attacking these 3 people. At a glance, that's what this looks like.
All right. Well, realizing that, I'll kind of snap awake. I'll give myself a little slap on the face, and I'll actually wield my great axe, and I will. I think I'll try to. How heavily forested do you think this area would be?
More sparsely, because this hill is in a small clearing.
Okay. To the best of my ability, I want to kind of duck in between that, as much dense foliage as I can find, just to get closer to this guy without him noticing.
Cool. Roll me a stealth check.
Let me see what my movement is real quick. I think I'm... Oh, Jesus Christ. I've only got a 20-foot walking speed.
I think that's standard for Pathfinder. I think everybody's got a 20-foot walking speed.
10, 15...
It's 30 normally. It could just be that you have too much stuff in your inventory, potentially.
Way down, maybe?
Yeah.
I think it changes the color in PC Gen. It's moderate. It's yellow or red or something. It lets you know if you have a
where's
or not.
Oh, fuck. I don't remember how to turn off encumbrance. I don't remember. Are we doing encumbrance?
I don't think we've made a solid ruling on encumbrance up till this point. Tell you what, for this combat, to keep things moving, we'll give you your normal 30 that you would get unencumbered. You're a strong boy.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go here. I believe that's about 30 or so, and a stealth check. D20, and oh, thank God. It hovered on a 3 and fell back on a 19.
Nice.
I think it's -5. I think it's -5 though.
That's all right.
Yeah, -5. So 14.
Does not matter. This guy rolled as low as you can roll, so he is not looking at you at all.
Yeah, I'll go there, and I'll just kind of hang back. I want to get closer before I actually engage.
Okay, you want to get closer before you engage?
Yes.
Then you can get basically adjacent to this thing. You can come up right behind it with the rest of your movement.
Well, because I thought 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Because I thought I was over here, so I thought I moved my 30 feet to here.
Right, but then if you're not attacking, then you can use your action.
Oh, for like a dash.
yeah,
Yeah.
to just move instead.
Me dumb. Okay, so you want to get like right? Can I get that? No.
That's what I'm telling you. You
Can
can
I get
literally
that
get
close?
adjacent. You can literally get adjacent to him. Yeah. You won't be
But
able to
with
attack him.
that,
But as he steps away from you, you will get a surprise attack of opportunity on him.
got it. Okay, cool.
Right. Cool.
Yeah, that'll be my turn.
Sick. That's a good turn. That's a great turn. Tim and Mary, please roll me perception checks.
You see this giant orc lumbering behind this other thing, or half orc, excuse me.
I really like Owlbear's thing because it's an actual thing. It got stuck in the corner and then it landed on 16, so it's going to be 24.
Mine is 22.
What'd you roll, Jeremy?
It was a 19 on the dice, -5, 14.
14. Yeah, so you do see, like, you think that there's, 3 of these. Initially, you think there's 2 other slug things besides the one Mary just shot, and then 2 of these large stone creatures. And then you see a third large stone creature, and you guys, like, squint and look at it, and you're like, no, it's large, but it's green, not gray. And it's wielding
I want to try to
like a real axe, and it's got clothes on.
Would I be able to notice them like making eye contact with me?
For to get the roleplay going, absolutely.
Cool. I just want to wordlessly put my finger to my mouth to give them the silent sign.
Cool. Classic.
Tim's seeing flesh golems on him, so he'll take any help he can get, even if it is some random orc that's just coming in through the forest.
Mary's just kind of looking at like Tim and then looking back at him, and it's just like, what the fuck? And she just looks hella confused right now. Mary is more realistic for this to be a dream and for her to get woken up in about 5 minutes for her shift.
Got you. Love it. Then Titus just wrapped up his turn, which brings us to Tim.
Tim is going to he is going to throw let's see, 5, 10, 20.
I really hope you make a good first impression on Titus.
He is going to throw a bomb at the other stone thing.
Okay.
So let's see. Let's get that roll.
It's only 20 feet away, so you could use your max on that.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna make an impression. All right. 9 to hit.
Don't hit me.
A 9 to hit. That does no. And he's at the level now where he can control what he hits. But no, a 9 will not hit these guys. So your bomb will land nearby. Go ahead and roll me your splash damage die. D was that 8?
Yeah. 4.
Your bomb lands, in this tile next to him, and then like blows up and like harmlessly, throws splash damage in the opposite direction. But Titus immediately recognizes the sound of the explosions that drew him here. That was it.
Sick.
What else are you doing, Tim?
See, I get no spells now, so Tim has a couple of them, but yeah, he can't do any right now.
Right.
So I think that's gonna be it for him.
Okay. Then Art's up, and I have his character sheet here, so I can actually play him effectively and know like what he's doing. Art is going to move up towards the next one's going to look back at you guys and be like, he's going to hold his new hand axes that he's got, one in each hand that he picked up in Ruinswick before you guys left for all of this, and spent some time training with while you guys were learning the goblin language. And he's like, I'm going to get him! And he like just runs out and takes 2 attacks on the sludge thing. They both land. He does a d6.
I'm gonna wreck them.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Also does exactly 11 damage. And you guys watch as this thing like also bubbles away, and Art's like, yeah, and then you like watch him like look down from the puddle and like do like a toes to eyeball like scan of the big troll thing coming at him, and he's like, oh shit. And that's it for Art's turn. What? And that brings us to the bad guys. So the creature up on top of the hill, first things first, addresses all of you and says, "Those are so easy to slay." He says, "My gray darlings are more difficult." And he says, "And I think it's time to join the fray myself." And begins to run down the mountain. And as he gets closer to you guys, you're able to make out more distinct features on this bro.
Ooh.
So this is him. He's a nasty looking guy. This is why it was hard to distinguish what he was from a dark silhouette, because he's just got a lot of spikes. And so he is fucking...
He looks like a mega tiefling.
Like a mega tiefling. He is a devil, so, you know, he's kind of there.
He's like a tiefling's great grandpa.
There. He's going to step away from you. So, Titus, you can take your attack of opportunity now.
Yay!
Oh, I'm at 8. I will need to take the puppies out, just to let you know.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Oops. Get rid of that shit. How do I... Damn it. How do I do this? Okay. Dicks. That's a 13 to hit.
I think that just misses. No, that
Should've
hits.
taken-
13 hits. 13 hits.
Holy shit.
They're big.
Okay.
They're big. They're easy to hit.
1d12 plus 7. Get rid of you. D12. Oh, fuck yeah. 19 points of damage.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Max
That's-
damage as my first damage roll.
Nice.
That is awesome. Yeah, 19 points of damage means that you one-shot this guy.
If I can.
You straight
Yeah,
up one-shot this guy.
Oh, fuck yeah. As he's walking away, I want to just, like, appear from behind the bush and lop his head off.
And Tim and Mary definitely see the orc that was like gesturing for them to be quiet, like, you know, creep up behind this Grimlock and then just like stand up at his full length, like extend his arms up all the way to reach and just like whoop, one clean motion. And this thing doesn't even cry out. It just, you hear the thump, thump, thump of the head hitting the ground and then the slump of the body just wow.
And as the body slumps over, I'm going to emerge from the brush and I'm going to look at the mega tiefling and be like, it didn't seem that difficult.
Aw, snap.
5, 10, 30. Right, because he's only used half of his movement, so the other half of his movement, 5, 10, 15, 20,
And
25,
I
30.
think you deserve to do some burn damage with that comment.
Oh,
It was-
shit.
It was
Hey,
pretty
man.
good. It was pretty good.
I was just kidding.
But he approaches you, and you can see he's got a huge glaive, just this huge, like
Oh.
spiked, fucking
I was just kidding.
thing on a
Alone.
stick, 10-foot long pole with like a huge, just like black obsidian, jagged piece of stone at the end of it. He did use all of his movement to get to you, but he is very much in your face now. Okay, this little dude is attacking Tim. And he rolls a... I'm keep having to flip back and forth here. He rolls a... $13 to hit.
That hits.
Well, then you, sir, are in for a world of hurt as this
Uh-oh.
creature deals 3 bludgeoning damage to you, his minimum. and he just slugs you with like one of these appendages. And it like hurts, you know. It felt like getting punched, but you know, you've been hit real hard these last couple weeks. That was not a bad hit. The Grimlock in Art's face is swinging at him, rolls a natural one, loses the rest of his turn, and then that is it for the bad guys. We're back at the top. Mary, what are you doing? What's up?
Okay.
Oh. Hey, I get some temp HP for killing that guy too.
Hey, sick. You'll need it. What?
Oh no.
said woo. Okay, Mary's gonna take a step.
HP.
So is he in the line of sight now if she takes 2 square steps over?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let me look at my feet. Give me 1 second. I'm switching from Faye to this, so it's a little different.
Yeah, I know.
Um,
Titus, you're on deck.
the puppies have fallen asleep.
Aw.
Aww. Okay, let me see. Oh, there are my feet. Okay. Okay, she's gonna do deadly aim to take the -2 on the attack roll, but the +4 on the damage roll. Let me see if I got anything else. No. Okay, yeah, that's it.
Don't have the rapid shot to pair it with yet.
Not yet. I don't think I'm gonna get there with like Mary. I'm fine with my Mary retiring once we figure out this Hagrid ass shit.
That's fair.
Okay, and how many feet is he within? Let me see.
He's 30 feet, under 30.
30 feet?
Your closest increment. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Okay, so that is a +7 for the 30 feet. Then whatever I roll.
Ooh.
So
Does an 18 hit?
the big baddie, an 18 probably hits him. Yeah, an 18 hits him for sure. Roll your damage.
Woo! Oh, I have a quick question. On Mary's crossbow for the critical, it says 19 through 20. So does that mean a 19's a crit?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought it was, but I wanted to double check.
Yeah.
Okay, let me roll my damage. +1. 6 in total.
6 damage?
Yeah.
Great.
5 + 1.
When you watch your, crossbow, you bolt, leave your crossbow and travel towards him, you watch it strike him, but you do not get the level of penetration that you expect for this close of a shot. Like, that arrow should have buried itself in this guy. But it looks like he's, for whatever reason, not as wounded by that as you would expect. Though you do strike him, and the arrow does definitely do some damage.
Now that Mary can see him, can she do a dungeoneering to confirm that he is like a devil, or is it pretty obvious now?
No, it'd actually be a religion check. It's because she knows he's a devil, but if she wants any more information, you have to do a religious check.
Flat religion?
Yeah.
Okay. Do I add intelligence or no?
Not for religion.
It's 0. Okay. See, get that one up. So it's gonna be a 14.
On a 14, you know that devils inhabit different planes of existence, but there are so many rings of hell, and who has time to memorize all that shit? But you know that they get nastier the deeper you go, and this guy looks like he's not from that deep. That's what a 14 gets you.
With that, Mary's is gonna be like, "Take that, you outer ring, bitch," and that's gonna be it.
Damn.
I like it. I'm gonna move this tile over slightly, just so it doesn't look like the ring is around the guy. Are you done, Mary?
Mm-hmm.
Titus, you're up.
Sure am. All right, Ugly got real close to me. Not a fan.
Yeah. He looks like he's not a fan of you too, for whatever it's worth. That's kind of all over his face.
It's fine. Yeah, shit. I'm gonna attack him.
It's a good idea. I'd do it.
I'm gonna take you down just like one of your little babies. Oh, come on, you fuck. That's a 13 to hit.
13 will actually hit this guy.
Sick. Oh my god. I rolled a 2 on that d20 and I just rolled a 1 on the d12 for damage.
Oh, for final love.
8 points of slashing.
And in a similar manner, you strike him, and you slice across this like scaled, spiky exterior, and you can see blood welling out of this wound, but it's a shallow cut, and you put all your might into it, and these two things are not equating. Like, you should be against any other foe, these would be more grievous wounds.
So I'm thinking that I cut laterally across, so from like my left to right on the first swing, and I'm gonna swing it up and around and bring it down for the second swing. And that is an 18 to hit.
Which, if a 13 hits, an 18 sure as shit does, so go ahead and roll damage again.
Plus 6. I'm just making sure I'm mathing right. It's a 15. Never mind, but still hits. Cool. And then do 12. That's 1 better. Neat. Plus 7, so 9 points of slashing damage.
And you in a similar manner, land a blow, draw blood, but like his skin refuses to give under the weight of you have an axe, right?
Yes, great axe.
Under the weight of your axe, it's a great axe. It's a heavy slab of metal. You swing it with all of your might. Like, you're used to having to stick your foot up and plant it on somebody's chest to pull your axe out of them. Like, this is not tracking for you. Anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
I guess on that second hit, I'm like, guys, I don't know them. Shit. I guess I'll just look at him and say, like, what are you?
And he's going to say, "Your new master," as he draws his glaive back to strike you with it.
I bow to no one.
Which he will do on his turn, but not until you're done.
That'll be it.
Cool. Then Tim is up. He's got a little glob thing in his face.
Tim is seeing that the blob thing is like not doing much, and he's seeing that the big guy over there is raising his axe towards the goblin, the orc that was helping them. Yep. And he saw it fell. One of those stone things. So he's gonna try to throw a bomb on him again, or okay. Not on him again. He's gonna throw another bomb.
Give it a go. Roll for attack.
And obviously, the tile that Titus is on is the safe one for splash.
I appreciate you stating it.
Nat 20.
Hell yeah!
All right, let's roll that. Let's see, and let's see what that explosive.
You got to roll to confirm, bud. You could be doubling.
Yep. 18.
Which confirms. So go ahead and roll your damage, double the number on the die, and add your modifier.
Let's see, D6. Ooh. Let's see, double is going to be 10 plus 4, 14, and then the 2d6. 25 damage.
Fuck yeah. What type of damage is that?
Damn. Let's see. 14 of it is just the regular bomb damage. That would be. It would be fire damage, or it would be all fire damage.
Tim watches as this bomb explodes with the largest fireball he's literally ever seen one of his bombs produce, and he is ecstatic until the fire and the smoke clear, and the bits of mundane armor that the creature is wearing burn off of it, and it stands naked and untouched by the flame before him.
Is Tim the slag of this campaign?
Tim does not have. Tim has a very different demeanor than Slag does. Tim, do you have a reaction to this? I imagine you do.
Yeah, and he's just like, you're fucking joking, man. I think that actually is like, that was pretty close to max damage too. Like, it was only a few points below max, and it was one of the few criticals you scored in this whole campaign.
Yep.
He is going to,
But a lesson well learned.
Yeah, he's got a few bombs in his hand, right? He was readying them up for the next throws, and he's just gonna, like, fucking kidding me, and he, like, throws them angrily back in his pouch, and, like, he brings out the mace he had.
Old faith, old reliable.
Yeah, and that's gonna be it for him.
Okay, great. Which means Art is up, and he's gonna turn over and, like, as your bomb is exploding, he's like, "Yeah, nice one, Tim!" And then it's like the fire all goes away, and the devil's still standing there snorting, and he's just like, "Oh, yeah, good luck," and then turns back around to deal with the threat in front of him, which is this large Grimlock, and he swings, and unfortunately, he is not able to land a blow on this Grimlock here. The Grimlock swings and is not able to land a blow on him. Wow, these guys are real talented over here. The Sludge Monster goes to attack Tim, rolls a 2 on the die, and does not hit him. The Devil. Now, I had mentioned earlier that there were, these tendril-like growths coming off of him.
Not a preamble.
And so these, and you can see them here, these long, like, tentacle-type deals coming out of its face.
He's like a displacer beast on his face.
Yeah. It's gonna be relevant here in a minute. So he rolls an attack with his glaive against Titus.
Fucking come at me, bro.
17 on the die is going to hit, because I don't even think Titus's AC is that high.
Oh damn! Yeah, my AC is over 17, but I don't imagine he's got
23 final.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. That is
cool. And deals. Where's my D? Okay, middle of the dice. Deals 7 slashing damage. But I need you to make me a fortitude save in this process.
I don't want to. Okay. Oh baby, 27.
And you feel as this black obsidian strikes you and cuts you. Once the blade is removed from your body, you look down and you can see all of your veins immediately turn black, and there's like this kind of like decay growth which starts to rapidly expand out before you like collect yourself and concentrate, and and you watch as that that black spot diminishes and your wound kind of oozes this black sludge, and then it's replaced by regular red blood, and you don't know what the fuck was about to happen right there, but it didn't, whatever it was. Now the creature's tentacle comes out and strikes at you. with
Don't do that.
with a dirty 20 to hit.
Barely.
Then I need you to make me another fortitude save, please.
24.
Nice. And you feel you can't see it because it's on because this thing like bites your face basically. These tentacles like come out and like
How much damage did
jab
the
at your
tentacle
face.
do?
The tentacle does. Oh, I haven't actually rolled for it yet. It's a smaller die.
Oh, sorry.
You're all right. But it doesn't get the effect. It's 6 damage on the tentacle, but no
Okay.
effect. But you're filled with a similar sense of like something being
Right.
wrong and then needing to overcome it in the process. And that is.
You're gonna have to try better than that.
And in response to you're gonna have to try better than that. You feel the devil's voice ricocheting off the inside of your skull.
No.
I will destroy you from the inside out. And that's it for the bad guys. Mary, you're back up. What are you doing?
Well, shoot the devil dude again.
Shoot him.
Shoot Devil Daddy.
Shoot Devil Daddy. Give him a go.
He's still within the
Yep.
30 foot. Okay. Okay, 7 plus. 7
He
plus.
has
Where
no
are you going? Woohoo! Okay. 7 plus 19, so 26.
Hits. Roll for damage.
Ooh. Okay. Do I do the crit since it's the 19 to 20 for the light crossbow?
Did you roll a 19?
Yeah, 19 plus 7.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. That's
Two
what I want
crits
to
in a
double
row.
check.
No, you got to roll to
Yeah.
confirm. Actually, you got to roll a second time.
Oh
before you
yeah,
confirm
that's
the
what I
crit.
was wondering. Okay, let me roll to confirm. Once again, do I add my 7 to confirm or no?
Yeah.
15.
Just regular attack, which will confirm.
Yay.
I don't understand the confirm concept.
Dude,
in
I
Pathfinder.
know. It's because crits are. It's because crits are more feat friendly, I think, and so
Mhm.
the idea is that if crits happened, 5% of the time, every time a 20 got rolled across the board, then like the damage output of the characters would be pretty insane.
Yeah.
We play, like a one shot without it, and it was really fun. But I think that from a balancing standpoint, it would be difficult to
Yeah.
make work
Oh.
on the other side. But it also, they got to confirm against you too, which
Right.
has definitely saved players' bacon before. What's your
Yeah.
damage, Mary?
13.
13. Yeah, and in a similar manner, it's an excellent strike, which would have, this shot would have killed a regular ass deer or something. It would have gone all the way down to its heart. But these things are just barely, like, you're barely getting the whole arrowhead, embedded into the tough skin of this creature. But you are hitting it.
Okay. Is there any type of like perception check or any type of like knowledge check she could make to maybe see like why the fuck this thing isn't taking damage? Like a magic thing or like.
If you had rolled higher on your religion check, you would know why.
Oh, okay. So you don't get the option. Okay, let me see if I can do anything else over
The
here.
devil or the other stone dude?
Huh?
Who's not taking damage? The devil or the other stone dude?
The devil, like why his skin
Okay.
is like, the damage ain't doing as big as it should. Let me see if I can do anything else.
Because I'm rolling shit on my damage dice, man.
No,
Yeah.
I don't think that. That the devil just got leather skin and shit.
Yeah. He's probably got resistance to mundane shit.
Probably. Let me see. Yeah, no,
Fire
Mary can't do anything
resistance.
else.
What
That's
was that,
it, I'm good.
Andreas?
That and fire resistance, a whole 25 damage
Yeah.
negated completely.
No, that's not called resistance, friend. That's called immunity. when it doesn't do any damage at all.
I feel bad for you in that moment because you did so good, hun, and it ruined it.
I know.
You gotta kill him now. Anyway, Mary's good.
Mary's good. Great. Which brings us to Titus.
I'm a swing.
I'm a swing.
I'm fucking
Swing,
swing
better,
at
better
him.
swing.
Holy shit! I got a 13 again.
That still hits. He's got a low AC. He's
Okay.
obviously very resistant, but he's got low AC, so,
I guess. Fuck. Oh my god, I got another 1 on my fucking damage dice. I think that's 7 points of damage.
Which ends up being less, but,
No,
you're-
8. 8.
Okay. You're doing the thing.
8 points of mundane slash, and then I'll swing at him again.
Try and catch him
Can
on
I-
the upswing.
I roll above a fucking 4. Oh my god! A 14 to hit.
That'll still hit.
I know, but I want to roll better. Give me better damage. Give me better damage. Give me better damage. Give me better damage. Thank you.
Gosh, those rolls.
18 points of mundane slashing
18
damage.
points of mundane slashing damage. All right, and this creature is definitely beginning to look haggard. He's in the old school bloodied condition, which would be the bottom half of his hit point pools. I try and say a lot of this to save us the perception rolls. If I want to roll to see how much health he looks like he has, I try and just give it to you guys so that we can let combat.
Bruised, bloody, badly beaten.
Yeah, he's
Three-quarter half.
not like right. He's not like almost dead, but he's definitely in the bottom half of his hit points.
Cool.
And he's fucking naked.
And he's naked.
Unlike Miss Roxy.
Ooh, Miss Roxy, this sweet girl. I could probably move the camera just a little bit and get her in the shot better.
Get that cuteness factor. Make Roxy internet famous.
That's why I moved her chair, so that she could be on stream. She could be on stream. I mean, I literally paid to have an emote commissioned of her, so,
Let the star shine.
Okay, so you upswung, you did damage. This thing looks bad. We talked about it. Whose turn is it? I'm totally off my kilter here.
Titus just went, so I think
Yeah,
it's
it was just my
Titus,
turn.
Titus just went. Okay, which means Tim is up.
Tim, he's
After I attack, or before I attack him, he said, "I'm gonna kill you from the inside out." I'm gonna say, "I'm gonna kill you from the outside in" before I make my attacks.
He snorts and scoffs. Tim, as you start your turn, you hear his voice echoing around in your skull. Yes, bathe me in the glory of flame once more, small, sickly soul.
I hate you so much. You're gonna die.
Short, sweet, and to the point. Dig it.
we're not a very creative party with our words.
And then you've got this little thing in front of you still, Tim. What are you up to? What are you doing?
Tim's just gonna be like to Marius, like, can you take care of this annoying little shit? And then he's gonna just go over there to Titus.
Okay. You are going to provoke a wrathful attack of opportunity. He rolls a 10 to hit.
Thankfully, because I swapped the decks, it no longer hits. He has an AC of 11. Or AC of 11.
Nice.
Your AC's 11?
It was 10 before.
Your
Yeah.
AC's what?
He's supposed to stand back and throw bombs. He's not a.
Or are you a wizard?
No, he's an alchemist who I put his dex at 7 because I didn't realize that was the important stat. And you're watching.
Shit.
He went
Yeah.
in with the whole
Oh.
wanted to be an alchemist but didn't want to accidentally min-max, so he just didn't look. And it went bad.
But
he got away this time. So great. What are you gonna do now, Tim?
right, he's just gonna beat up behind him, and it's like, all right, on the condition that you do not kill us after this, he's just gonna pat him on the back and cast aid, which is gonna give him D8 plus 6. Let me roll that.
You're healing him.
Temporary hit points.
Temporary hit points. Got you. You cut out. So
You're going to get 13 temporary hit points, and you're going to get a +1 morale bonus on attack rolls and saves versus fear effects.
cool. Attack and damage, or just a hit?
Just to hit.
Okay, great.
But and then you're just going to hear like a little bit of a squelching sounds too as Tim uses the spontaneous healing on himself.
I guess before we get too far, doesn't aid take like 10 minutes to cast?
It's only to cast
standard
it
action.
as a ritual.
Really?
He's,
Okay,
He's
cool.
burning a spell slot, I think, to cast it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, cool.
Sick. So then, Titus feels a warmth moving through him as, Tim lays his hand upon his back or shoulder to aid him in this process. Are you done with your turn, Tim?
I think so because he only has checks left. You know what? He's gonna do a check on Devil Man Crybaby right here.
Okay, looking for anything specific?
I guess try to figure out what he is. See if he has any knowledge on what he is specifically.
That's a religion check, my friend.
Did you say Devilman Crybaby?
He
I did.
did.
I don't have religion, so it's gonna be a flat.
Flat.
Oh,
good
that's
roll.
even.
Flat
That's gonna
and
be
flat. Let's do this.
That's a flat 8.
A flat 8 gives you less information than Mary got. You know that he's a devil. You know that there are a bunch of different other planes that devils come from, but you don't know like how many of them are, or what it takes to get to and from, or like what their deal, like why he's got buddies following him. You're like, so he's a leader of some kind. Maybe he brought these guys with him. You're like, not sure.
Just like I knew, should have read more of those religion textbooks. And that'll be it for him.
Great. Then that brings us to Art, who's gonna take 2 attacks against the Grimlock. First one misses. Second one, holy shit, actually hits. So then, what is he fucking? I haven't gotten to do this yet. What is he? Oh yeah, I have once. Oh, nice. He does max damage to this Grimlock. Now it's the Grimlock's turn. Who's going to return the favor on him this time around? I'm pretty sure. Yep. And these guys were like wrecking you because they do a ton of damage, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's why. So he does 14 damage to Art. Which is... I mean, Art's still fine. He's still in the top half of his hit points. He's not looking too haggard. The little slime man's going to move over to Mary, give a swing. That's 11 to hit.
I check. I don't think so, but no,
Yeah,
it does not.
I don't really expect these guys to hit anything. They're kind of poop. This bearded devil thing, turns and strikes Tim this time with his huge glaive, and that is a 17 to hit.
17 hits Tim every day.
Then Tim needs to make a fortitude saving throw for me, please.
All right, that's at least his best one.
Don't worry about him. Focus on me.
I'm gonna re-roll that, thankfully, because it is cocked. Okay, 17.
17 means that you are able to resist the black ichor, which begins to immediately infest in the wound before your own body is able to force it out. But then it does like its actual damage that it does, which is almost max.
Ooh.
That's 12 damage. And then it strikes out with its beard with a dirty 20 to hit, which I know is going to hit Tim. And I need you to make me another fort save, please.
I said
Oh.
me. Focus on me.
Not as lucky this time around. 11.
And he can't see it, but it's like a sunburn, where he was struck in the face gets tight. He can feel the blood pulsing, through his veins in his neck. His skin gets like hot, and as Titus looks over at Tim, his skin is like going gray, basically, and there is not any damage associated with this on this round, but Tim immediately feels unwell. And I'm going to go so far as to say that Tim has experience with healing spells, and so he knows, he knows what it takes to heal someone, and he knows that their body has to be receptive to that healing, and he can feel his own body being shut down, like those parts of his own body being shut down, and he will not be able to receive any healing while whatever this is going on.
Fuck. Okay. Yeah, Tim's just feeling unwell.
Then, and it like looks fucked up, Titus. It looks fucked up. There would be a visual element to this.
Tim looks fucked up to me.
Tim looks fucked up to you. Like, you don't know what Tim looks like normally, but you're pretty sure
Right.
it's not like this.
Yeah, because I don't think I was looking at him when he came up behind me and slapped me on the back.
No, but if you by chance glance over at him, it is obvious this dude is in trouble. But that is it for my bad guys. We're back at the top with Mary. We can probably get through one more round of combat before 8 when she needs to call it.
Yeah. Let me see. I'm gonna just hit the devil. I don't give a fuck about Skeleton Man.
Yeah, they don't really make themselves very scary. They're not.
Fuck yes. God loves me tonight, Dave. Nat 20, bitches.
Wow, a 19 and then a 20.
Yeah, no, really, I'm gonna.
So roll
hold
to
on.
confirm.
Let me go. Yeah, bitches. Bitches and hoes. Watch it be like a nat 1. Okay. Whew, no, it's not a nat 1. Do I add the bonus? Add the bonus, right? Right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, 14.
14 confirms against the devil. Go ahead and roll your damage, double it, add your modifier.
So what is the confirm? You just have to roll it again?
You just have to beat their AC. Basically, you
Yeah.
just have to land a second attack against them. And I'm not really sure what the, like I said, I think it's with something to do with feats, and then also to kind of prevent people from like landing lucky blows that they would never ordinarily be able to land. Like you have to reasonably be able to. I don't know.
Oh,
I'm
the
not a game
blow was
designer.
11.
11. So with that, the devil creature, you land this one goes straight through his eye, and the devil creature lets out a shriek. He also begins to start bubbling, and as he's melting away into a pile of ichor, each of you hears ringing in your minds, I will find you. You will become a part of my collection when I return. And then he goes to Icar. The other glob thing also melts.
Can I get an attack of opportunity before he completely disapparates?
Yeah, I mean, you can
Yeah.
chop his melting body into bits. Sure. You don't need to roll to it to do it. He can't defend himself. He's melting.
It's an 18 to hit.
He can't defend himself. Anything's gonna hit him.
Sick.
Tim's
That's
clumsy
14,
ass
I'd be able to
could
do
hit
it too.
14
I'm about to
points
say,
of
Tim's
damage.
clumsy ass could hit him with his mace.
7 damage.
And you guys are just like literally beating a dead horse, except it's a devil. And this thing melts away. The other creature in front of Mary shrieks and melts away. However, the large creature behind Mary, which is engaged with Art, remains and continues fighting Art.
Can I move at all? Like, because I
You-
took my attack. Can I do a movement?
Yeah, you can do a movement.
1, 2. That's gonna be it for me.
Okay. Brings us to
Oh, I'm gonna
Titus.
go take one of the puppies to poop right now since it's a full round. So
I say we'll probably be in break when you in the next couple of minutes. Titus, go.
okay.
Has Art been, or has that stone dude been hit yet?
Art has got him once. Yeah,
How tall is Mary?
she's a gnome, so like 2 feet.
Sick. Can I do something that might not actually work mechanically, but might be kind of cool?
You know what? I'm always down to hear it. So make your case.
Cool. So I want to, as soon as this thing like melts into a puddle and I do my attacks, I see that the other one melts, but that stone dude is still there. So I'm gonna run over here.
Whoa. Hey, can we mute whatever's going on back there?
Yes. Lost a ball.
Okay.
She was sipping the big Jesus. It got
Okay.
caught her.
Maybe I have to do that as the server person. Oh no, it's you. Go, Jeremy. What's up?
My bad.
I think he may have sprung up to go help with the process.
I think so.
Sounded like a bowl may have broken.
Yeah.
I'm just like, what's that noise?
Another few moments and it wouldn't have been his turn. It would have been break. Everyone's break timing is just off. Maybe we should take it as a sign and break early.
Honestly,
I'm gonna make an executive decision. We're gonna break early. We're gonna call this a break. I'm gonna make a little star next to Titus's name, so I know that it's his turn. It's 7:45. We'll take a 10-minute break. We'll say back by 7:55. I'll put it in chat right now. Break back at 7:55. All right. We'll be back.
And Jennifer says she's gonna be back in like basically 7:55 because I want to go take the dogs to the bathroom.
Otis needs 2 more minutes to go poop.
Yep, that is just fine.
Him's soul is already on loan to Kal-El. It can't be taken by a devil too.
Well, we'll get there. We'll get there.
Sorry about that.
You are
You're good.
Did they tell you what happened?
No. We're also
Uh,
live. Just a heads up.
That's fine. The dog was sniffing the dishwasher, and her tag got stuck in the fence of the lower rack. And as she tried to pull away, it came with her, and then she got scared and ran and dragged it even further, and just ripped the lower rail off of the bottom of the dishwasher.
Oh my
Ooh.
gosh.
So that's what all that noise was.
It was quite.
Sorry.
you're all right. I was thinking it was one of the other two, and I'm like, whoa, can we mute that? And then like nobody said anything. I heard more noise. I like looked and saw it was you. I'm like, oh, it's Jeremy. He must have gotten up to help. And I'm like, yeah, I'm sure it was something crazy happening in the background. You know.
Yeah.
He'll
Yeah.
tell us in a minute.
Sorry about that.
It's all good.
Are we like back in, or are we still
We're
waiting?
waiting on Jennifer to finish with the dog. Okay, great. Then we are.
Okay.
Then we are officially back in. You are bringing us back, as a matter of fact, Titus.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry about that.
So what I wanted to do is run from this guy over here, and I want to try to like overhand, two-hand throw my great axe at this guy. Oops.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's not real rules as written, but you know,
Right.
you're close enough. He's big enough. We're talking about like 5 feet worth of difference on a battle that at this point you guys are obviously going to win. So fuck it, sure. Just roll your regular attack, and we'll just call it an axe sailing through the air.
Cool. 26 to hit.
That's gonna hit him all day long.
Oh my god. 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage is some. Not quite enough to finish him off, but he looks dang near dead.
I keep rolling minimum.
Oh, buddy.
Okay, and since now my axe is just like sticking out of his shoulder or whatever, that's all I got.
Then that will bring us to Tim.
Let's see, 5, 10, 20, 25, 30. He's gonna start making his way over there.
Making my way down.
Walking fast, faces passing
30.
homebound.
And that's about as close as he's gonna get for that, and then he's gonna try and throw a bomb at that golem.
Okay. All right.
Fuck him up.
Then roll your attack.
17 plus 5, 23.
That hits, yeah.
8 damage plus 4. 12 damage. 12 fire damage.
12 fire damage against these guys results in them burning up in whatever way you so describe because he's dead.
Tim just like lobs the bomb and he's kind of hobbling a bit. You know, his face is all fucked up. He's like looking gray in places. You know, hand just kind of goes into it, lobs the bomb at it, and it just kind of lands by his feet and just takes out one of its legs and it just falls backwards.
Nice. Corpse, burning, burning and emitting some light in the night. Because keep in mind, it's dark. It's middle of the night here for you guys, which will put you back in free action. You guys are no longer in combat. Art's going to turn to the party and point to all the puddles of black goo, boiling goo around it. You guys would be like, "What the? What was that? What are these things?"
They're dead now.
Oh, yeah, and who are you?
Wait, did he kill the rock thing?
Yeah, it's dead.
Hi. I'm Titus.
Would you describe yourself? What are they looking at?
So I didn't fucking do the measurement. So I'm a 7 foot tall half orc. I've got light green skin with dark green hair cut into kind of like an undercut mohawk, kind of spiky. I'm dressed in like Dave, if you want, you can pull up the picture that I posted in the Discord too for visual aid.
Oh yeah,
But I've got like a black. It's kind of a duster, but not quite. It's a little more open than that. I've got a great axe. That's sort of my
It's not just
my
go-to.
go-to.
Are you sure?
I'm sorry?
It's not just a pretty good axe?
Absolutely not. It is a 100% great axe.
Great
I love
axe.
this guy. Her name is Nancy. I'm
Okay.
a big fan.
Love it.
I've also got quite a few piercings, 3 eyebrow piercings and 3 ear piercings.
Sick.
I've got a little bit of a mischievous look to me.
Cool.
But yeah, hey, it's like, hi, yeah, I'm Titus. That was weird. What the fuck was that?
And
Art's
Tim just like
looking over at Tim and Mary. What the fuck was that? I don't know.
It seemed like he knew you guys.
We've dealt with necromancers who do things similar to this. I don't think we've yet. This is the first time encountering an actual demon.
Huh.
I've
And-
had my fair share of demons, go through 3 husbands, see that's gonna happen, but nothing like that.
So what you're saying is you pissed off one of your exes real bad.
Piss off most people I meet.
Oh. Hey, kind of me too, I guess.
I apologize in advance if you guys hear digging. I don't know why Nibbles is digging in his crate right now.
I guess Tim would look at the puddles of goop and see if he can learn anything about that.
He walks over and bends down to look at it. He picks up a stick and mixes it around and pulls it up. It has the consistency of tar, and the longer it's sticking, or the longer it's the more time passes, the more tacky it gets, and the harder to move it is. And after a minute or two, it just kind of like hardens and solidifies into this, kind of rubberized film, over the distance that it had covered. Some of it kind of seeps into the ground, leaving, just some of the solid residue behind. In that minute, your face like starts to feel better. Your skin comes back to your color comes back to your skin, and after about a minute, you start feeling like yourself again. But there's really not a lot to be learned about these puddles. That I can just describe to you what happens over the next minute with them. But the two corpses of the Greylings, not the Greylings, the Grimlocks, those are still here.
Well, I guess proper introductions are in order. My name is Tim. I was professor over at the college in Port Saucus. I don't know if you're from or know of that area.
I can't. Well, I actually don't know. I assume I don't know.
Port Saucus is one of the two largest cities in the world and home to the only magical college. So you probably have at least heard of it.
All right. Yeah, I think I'm a little familiar.
Okay. Well, we're out here looking for goblin artifacts, and I mean, we're bedding down for the night, and all of a sudden, this thing comes out of here, and if it weren't for some bombs that were able to sneak on the ground, there probably would have been surprise attacked.
Well,
I mean,
I guess no. You know what? No, I'm not going to thank you for waking me up, but you're welcome for waking up.
What are you doing out here, man?
Is that art?
That's art. Yeah, I'm gonna be art. Anything in character is art for me.
Okay. Would I feel inclined to tell them?
It's shady business, so it's totally up to you. How much do you trust them?
Okay.
They look like, especially Art and Mary, look like shady individuals themselves.
Shady individuals.
Shady looking.
Okay.
I mean, you guys are rogues, is what I'm trying to get across.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
it comes across visually by the weapons you carry and the equipment you
Okay.
use.
I was gonna say she's
My,
a little grandma.
my reasons for being here, I would say, are my own, but I'm glad I could be of assistance.
yeah, you know what? If you hadn't come in here, who knows how much more trouble we'd be in. So I doubt I'm not going to pry on that right now.
And as if to emphasize the point, the head of the Grimlock like rolls slightly over, like it was caught on a pebble, which like gives way and it like rolls another couple inches.
I mean, I don't know where you are with your business, but would you be open to helping us in what we're doing? It seems like you can hold your own, and we could definitely use someone of your stature.
I don't think I'd be against it. What's in it for me?
And
Art's like, I'll buy you breakfast whenever we're in town.
As soon as he says that, Titus's stomach audibly gurgles. Yeah, I think I can deal with that for now.
yeah, well, you know what? We'll get you breakfast as thanks for this tonight, and then we can discuss it more potentially in the morning.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, and I guess before you go anywhere else, avoid that tree, and as Tim points, like things like there's
I was wondering if you were going to tell him.
where the last
don't walk over that. Don't walk over that unless you want to lose a limb.
Ah, good Good to know. Thank you. Much appreciated.
That's funny.
What time in the night is it? It would be like the middle of the night, right?
Yeah, it's like midnight, 1 a.m., something like that. Because you were second shift.
Yeah. Well, and then this is going to turn to Mary. Is like, do we want to continue camping out here with everything that just happened, or do we want to relocate?
Relocating at night's kind of risky. Want to just go in the cave?
And Art's like,
Yeah, I mean,
I think that's what he was talking about, right?
I don't know. Maybe he wants to relocate completely.
What'd you mean, Tim?
You know, the cave would be fine. I have 3 bombs left. We can just stack them all in the entrance. Whatever, anything that tries to get through us needs to go through 3 bombs.
Art's just cool. I'm
And
going
there-
to sleep, and he just like wanders
Yeah.
into the cave.
That's basically Mary's attitude too. She just wants to take her nap before her fucking shift.
And Tim's just attached. Like, you're welcome to join us if you want, or if you've got a place already. You know, that's a completely you decision. Can't expect you to bed down in a cave that's going to be trapped, to be difficult to get out of.
I think I'll. Oh shit! Okay, I'll say. Where? You said we're meeting in town. In the next morning.
He offered to buy you breakfast next time you guys were in town because you're currently a couple days from town, and this party is going into the forest, not out towards town currently.
Right. Okay.
Right.
Tim will clarify that, you know, if you want to stop by the cave in the morning, we can. I'll be cooking some breakfast. Some people here don't particularly like it, but I think it's pretty good.
Dun dun.
Yeah, I will. I'll see you guys in the morning, and I'm gonna head back to my campsite because I did not pack it up before I came over here.
Just don't walk into the don't walk into the cave if you see a red scrap of cloth by the entrance. That means it's going to be bombed.
Good to know. Appreciate you.
All right.
So, here's your new teammate. Booby traps the entrance, blows himself up on the way in the following morning. No more new teammate. No, I'm sorry. So it sounds like Titus is going to go bed down in his own campsite, and you guys are going to camp out in the cave and trap the entrance?
Yeah. Tim's just going to like tie like a red scrap of cloth by like one of the standing skulls there, and then, you know, put like 3 traps like, you know, 20 feet apart so that they don't just go off all at once.
Yeah, got you. Then that'll happen during the rest of your watch. You'll wake Mary up to do the last watch, which is basically her just sitting in a cave, listening. And, you know, the next morning will come. Titus, you know, what's your process going to look like? You know, you go back to camp, you bed down for the night and pack up camp in the morning. How are you going to, like, approach this new group of people the following morning?
Let's see here.
You can smell this, like the smell of food being cooked, like coming, like emanating from inside the cave.
Right.
But I mean, let me ask this, Tim: would you have like woken up early and untrapped anything, or would you have just kind of left it?
He would have left it. He would have woken up early to get breakfast going, and he would have left it until breakfast was ready.
Okay.
So is everybody in the cave?
Yeah, everybody's in the cave. There's 2 rotting corpses outside, as well as some, you know, black spots And
Right.
then you approach and see that there is a red scrap of cloth tied to, because there's like skulls on spikes adorning the like entrance to this cave. And as you like kind of poke your head in, you can see that there are grooves in the side of the walls which have more like skulls and bones and stuff like set in them. And then as you like glance around, you can also see like a distinct tripwire going across the floor as well.
Okay. I kind of want to try to sneak in just because I don't know. I mean, being as we're all shady individuals, I kind of want to eavesdrop a little bit to see if they're like planning on jumping me or something.
I like that. Okay, so then you know that he talked about tripwiring this stuff in front of you. So roll me an acrobatics check, just to
Oh
make
no.
sure that you don't stumble into one of these traps accidentally. Even if you know right where they are, you still gotta gingerly step over them.
11.
11 beats a DC of 10, which is enough to get past
God.
the. It's not particularly quiet. What is everybody's perception? What are you guys' perception scores before you add anything to it? What's your passive perception?
Like the skill or like a roll?
Like the skill before you add anything, before you add your roll to it.
Oh, 10.
10?
8.
8?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you guys don't notice him sneak through. You don't hear any sounds, and it's a very near miss on both accounts. Like you're making some noise, but you do make it over all the traps and can get kind of as close as you want. Tim, you're in the process of cooking breakfast. Mary and Art are awake doing whatever it is that they're doing. What are you guys up to? What are you talking about?
So Tim's just over like a small little fire that he made. Grabbed some scraps of wood from like the pews and like used some of the bomb powder and stuff to create a little fire. And he's just like doing rations, but like dressing them up as he's done before. And he's just like, I mean, he's probably something along the lines of like, I'm hoping that this guy doesn't end up like trying to kill us or anything, and that breakfast is enough of a peace offering to at least not cause any problems.
And Mary's kind of like sitting there with her mirror in front of her, like doing her makeup. She's like, she has her like finger kind of like on her cheek, pulling her eye open as she's putting the eyeliner on. She's like, yeah, that would kind of suck. Survive the demon, get killed by an orc dude.
And Art's just on his knees, like over the fire that Tim's got, just like staring straight down at the food. Like, yeah, man, I just want breakfast. How much longer till this stuff is done?
I mean, probably a couple minutes. Depends how runny you like your eggs or whatever.
If they're more runny, do I get them sooner?
Yes, you do.
And real runny works for me.
And Tim just like grabs like a tin cup, and then he, instead of like putting it into a plate, he just tilts the pan into the cup and like pours it, so it's a bit of a drink.
Slurry. It's a breakfast
Art
slurry.
pulls out his spoon and starts just like spooning the egg mixture into his mouth. He's just happy to have breakfast. It's like running down his chin.
Don't come complaining to me if you're getting stomach aches later.
Oh.
And then I figure, after a point, everything's ready. Once food's ready, Tim plates it for Mary, and then he's probably gonna go out and undo the traps.
So Titus would hear the sound of forks hitting plates and like food being served up, and then the sound of footsteps getting louder as Tim like makes his way towards the exit.
I'm gonna knock on the side of the cave wall with my just to make myself known. I'm gonna knock on the side of the cave wall with my great axe, just to like make myself known and try not to startle them, and I'll just say like knock knock.
Clank, clank, knock, knock.
Knock knock. It's just me.
Or it's like, hey, I think it's our friend. I think it's our friend. And Titus turns the corner and sees Art just like with like a tin cup and like a spoon, just like eating this like runny egg mixture. Meanwhile, like Tim and Mary have like real plates like human beings, and Art's like almost done with his cup.
Can I have mine like yours? And I'm gonna point at Tim's plate.
Yeah, you're good. There's the rest of it here is it's not like his. He's hungry.
Thank you very much. I'm gonna sniff it just to make sure it's not poisoned.
But like you sniffing it, Mary's gonna be like, it's not gourmet, but it's not that bad.
And Art's like, unless he put pepper, what was that shit called? It was not good. He put something on it.
And it actually looks pretty appetizing. Just making sure.
Would I be able to roll for a cook check? See how good it actually ended up being.
Sure. That's fun. We'll do that. I don't know if there's a scope.
I'm sorry, you guys.
Probably a craft.
I am so sorry.
Son of a bitch, man.
Assuming you just like a craft and trained, it'd be a 4.
It looks good, but as soon as Titus like bites into the eggs, they're like hard and rubbery. The eggs are like rubbery. The sausage is like rock hard. Like it looks appetizing.
Can I make a disguise check?
But it's not. You want to try to. It's performance if you want to pretend like you're enjoying.
It would be performance. Okay, yeah, it's the same thing. So I will. Perfect. That's a 16.
That's convincing. Absolutely, yeah. So Titus seems to be enjoying
best eggs I've had today.
And
I'm sorry, I missed it.
It feels Titus seems to be genuinely enjoying your cooking.
And I say that these are the best eggs I've had today.
And Tim's gonna start eating his, and he's gonna taste them, and they're like not gonna be good, and he's gonna know that he accidentally got some like the bomb powder in there. And it's like it's happened to him, so he's not too upset by it. But like, he knows that other people aren't as are a bit more picky with their food.
Yep.
But I'd like to think that instead of pepper, he put bomb powder or something.
Yeah, I think that's great, and it made everything kind of congeal. It like messed
with a nat 1. That makes perfect sense.
It like messed with the chemistry of the food.
And he's just
because as it was cooking, there were just like micro explosions inside.
Yeah, it's the mental note for Tim of like, I am so glad this thing didn't explode.
Right, I need to better label my spices and my crafting ingredients. We're gonna color code this in the future. He's like,
yeah, it's literally. I'm so glad I did not put a lid over this pan because then it would have been It would have been enclosed. But he'll finish up eating, and then he's probably just gonna be something along the lines of like.
You didn't notice that it sounded like popcorn as the eggs were cooking?
It just happens sometimes.
When you're an alchemist. His eardrums are probably blown out anyway. I mean,
And Art was too hungry to pay any attention.
Right.
No, he's just like what happened with the bombs out there? I'm pretty sure I hadn't used them yet. And he asked this to Titus.
Oh, sorry. What did he ask?
How'd you get
Oh,
past the bombs? Basically, he's like, I hadn't
Oh,
defused
how
the
did I get
bombs
past
yet.
that?
Yeah.
No, I didn't defuse them. You said they were for protection, so I left them up.
All right. I guess I just need to get better at putting them down because, no offense, it should have been a lot harder to get through those.
Well, I mean, you told me about them. If I hadn't been aware of them previously, I doubt I would have seen them. So, kudos to you.
You know, fair. You would have. Yeah, we're good. All right.
With this
Um,
conversation, Mary's just like, she's moved to the wing of the eyeliner. It says, "Oh, look at you two, buddy." As she's just like cutting this sharp ass wing.
Have you touched your food yet?
No. I think Mary's like hasn't. She's makeup first day priorities.
Art comes over and sits right next to you.
And Mary's gonna look and it's like, "Oh, you want your makeup done again?"
He's like, no, are you gonna eat that?
oh, and I'd like to think that Art got them before they got spiced.
Yeah, probably.
So while they were still running.
That's probably, yeah.
And assuming Mary kind of saw this like interaction of like, this ain't the greatest.
No, it was a convincing. Titus rolled really well
Oh,
in his performance. He looked like he enjoyed
Oh,
it. Yeah.
okay. Mary's just gonna be like, fine, and she's gonna like push the plate towards them and continue on with her, moving on to eyeshadows and stuff.
You will see Art pick it up and take a bunch of like 3 or 4 bites of it, and then like have his face kind of like turn all scrunched up and just like, he like drops the fork and it like clatters onto the pan. He like puts it down. He like looks over at Tim with just like his mouth full of food, just like all face scrunched up, just like looks at him.
I mean, you said you didn't like pepper. I gave yours without pepper. Yeah, I don't know what we expected.
And he like swallows hard. And he's like, "You ruined breakfast for me, Tim."
I really envisioned that Daniel would have actually said that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to roleplay as Daniel, so I'm doing the best I can here. And he like pulls out one of his like dry ration bars and just like eats it sadly.
I mean,
Uh,
at hearing that, I'll chime in and be like, I'll take your plate if you don't want it.
Art like picks up the dry ass sausage and like hands Titus the plate with the rubber egg on it, and he just like rips off a bite of the sausage with some obvious effort.
I'll eat it.
I'll eat it. It doesn't taste good, but you can look like you're enjoying it. That performance 16, that's pretty good. It's not a difficult task. You're not trying to hold anybody's attention. You're just trying to pass as enjoying food. Great. So Art kind of looks up and is like, "Okay, so what are we doing today?"
Well,
He's like, "Oh, I miss Corbin. He usually asks that question."
yeah, but for obvious reasons, he couldn't be here. Didn't want to cause any more problems for him or force him to do anything he didn't want to do. At this point, I don't. And Tim turns to like, I don't think I have your name. What's your name?
My name is Titus.
Titus. Well, I'm Tim. Over there is Art, and then here's Mary. We are looking for goblin artifacts.
And right when you say that, Mary's gonna go, Hagragash, goblin artifact, as she's like, eyes are splintered open, like doing the mascara.
Yeah, artifacts from the goblin god Hadragash. Do you know anything of them?
Titus, unless Titus is spent any time like with or fighting goblins or goblinoids? What's his background with that group look like? Jeremy? Did you accidentally mute yourself?
I did.
There you go.
Sorry. Repeat once more.
You're being asked about your knowledge of the goblin god Hadragash, and your DM is asking you how much experience Titus has with goblins and goblinoids.
Probably a fair amount, because I'll take just about any mark, but I don't know if that necessarily means that I would be knowledgeable about their like religions and shit.
Well, that's what the dice are for. Roll a religion check.
Terrible. I don't have religion, so that'd be intelligence.
Yeah, add your intelligence. Well, no, intelligence. Add your wisdom modifier. See what
That's
you've picked up
barely
and retained
better.
over your.
Oh yeah, that's a whole ass 10.
10 is at least double digits. You know that Hadragash is a goblin god. You know that that much blood has been spilled in his name, and that's pretty much your experience with Hadragash.
Sounds like my kind of god.
And he's evil, but I mean that kind of goes without saying.
Evil.
Not necessarily.
EVIL.
Blood can be spilled for altruistic causes as well.
Can be.
Yeah, I will. I guess I'll just relay what little I know about Hadragash to them, which doesn't sound like it's a whole lot. It's like, yeah, he's a goblin god that is pretty fond of blood. Can't say I blame him, but that's about all I got.
That's better than some people. Than some people in this area. A lot of people just don't seem to know a whole lot about it, even though they're constantly attacked by the goblins. They just know that they worship a deity of some kind. But anyway, yeah, that's what we're looking for.
Wait, you guys are looking for a god?
No, we just want artifacts about him. We're under contract. And now Mary has moved to like combing the hair, getting all the goop and stuff out, getting it back up into the signature bun.
Yeah, we're under a contract from the Woodsman's Guild in Ruinswick.
And Art's like, blood contract. Blood contract. It's like he's correcting you, and then
blood contract?
And then with that, he like curls his finger. He's like, oh. But realizes like maybe that's not the kind of thing he would have said, but Art kind of goes around blurting stuff out anyway. So
Mary's gonna kind of like glare towards Art as she's combing her hair, and she's just like, "We fucked around and we found out." So.
What do you mean blood contract?
Like a regular contract, but it's magically binding.
Yeah, if we do not fulfill it, for example, we go out, try to do something else, we will be harmed.
Yeah, we're a little bit in a predicament regarding that, and honestly speaking, we could use any of the help we could get.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not gonna get officially involved with this fucking blood contract, but okay.
I would not expect it. Yeah, I would not expect you to.
For the record, just a little bit of a moment of world building. There is something like slavery that exists in this world, and they're referred to as people who are under contract. And that is because it is possible to create magically binding contracts which literally cannot be broken. And so, like, having knowledge of what a blood contract is would be something that most people, and especially somebody in Titus's position, would like be familiar with this, and this would be kind of almost more like a point of business. like, Titus may not think it's ethical and may not like fuck with it himself, but in his time in any port city at all, like he would have seen people who were under contract. Like he probably would have interacted with these people, and so it can be anything from the extreme of basically putting somebody under contract for life in servitude to an individual, all the way to once this specific task has been completed, the terms of the contract are fulfilled. So that there's like a really wide spectrum, but it sounds like this is one of the former or one of the specific ones rather than them being now. And you would know that like if you decided to roll with them now, like you didn't sign a piece of paper in blood, like you aren't gonna ever be bound to the terms of a blood contract just by association. You have to like physically sign in your own blood in order to make the magic real.
Right, but would I still be able to reap the benefits if I didn't officially sign on to the blood part?
No, but your DM would really encourage you to ask what these guys are getting out of this contract, because there might not be any benefits.
What are y'all getting out of this contract?
Getting out of the
Collateral.
contract. We're not exactly in a. It wasn't exactly a level playing field where we signed it. Obviously, can't expect someone to do something for free, especially if what I suspect you do is what I think it is.
And what might that be?
He thinks you kill people for money, right? That's what you think, Tim?
And
Oh my
one
God,
thing
I couldn't
I would
Mary's
say that's
gonna
rather
look-
presumptuous.
Mary's
and-
gonna look at Art and it's just gonna be like, "Can you shut the fuck up?"
He chopped
And
a
she's
troll's
like,
head off yesterday. Well, I mean, how many people have you seen do that?
and Mary's just rolling her eyes and doing the Mary signature thing, fluffing her tits, getting the girls ready.
I'm gonna give Art like a stern look and say, "I'd be careful who you make accusations like that around.
Accusation. We do.
My
Shut up.
work is
okay,
much
okay,
more.
fine.
My work is much more nuanced than that."
Mary's gonna look at wait. What did you say your character's name was? I just had a
Titus.
Titus. Okay, I was gonna call you something way different. That's why she's gonna look at Titus and it's just gonna be like, "Don't listen to him. I'm fairly certain he was kicked in the head by a donkey at a very young age."
Hey.
God, I want to say something really shitty, but I'm not gonna say it.
Do it.
I mean, if anybody in the group was
Order
kicked by a
62.
donkey, I figured it would have been you. That's why you had to apply all the makeup.
And then Mary turns and glares
Mary's
at Art,
pulling out that
presumably.
goddamn crossbow.
But I'm gonna give like I'm gonna give a wink in jest to show that I'm just playing around. I'm just being a shithead.
And Mary's gonna hold that crossbow. Say it
Mary,
again.
listen, you threatening to kill someone is why we're in this situation right now. Let's not make it worse.
Say it again.
It again.
Damn, motherfucker, she had a jet. She's gonna put the crossbow away, but she said, "I don't like him."
Mm.
All right.
Yeah, that's great. I love it.
Painting the fingernails, just going, stupid.
Art like reaches over and carefully like takes the bolt out of the crossbow and like uncocks it.
Dry fires the crossbow.
Accidentally fires the crossbow. Yeah.
Well, guys, it's about 9 o'clock in the morning.
I
I
guess
thought
Tim's.
you meant in real time. I was like, what?
Like, no, it's almost 9 o'clock at night. What the fuck are you talking?
Tim, I think, is just gonna be probably just like, you know, it's whatever you do, it's mercenary adjacent, and I'm assuming you have a rate of some kind.
You would be correct, sir.
What kind of rate are we looking at?
Fuck, dude, I don't know. I don't know.
An adventurer of
What-
your stature would probably. What did you guys get? Somebody at some point quoted work a day for you. I want to say it was like 50 gold a day or something is what you guys charge for adventuring rate, or 20 gold a day or something. So, we'll say market value is 25 gold a day for like adventuring bodyguard work. And that's subject to go up depending on what else they're fighting. That's like based on the battle yesterday. And it's like
Yeah.
if they fight bigger shit, that rate goes up.
So I'll say I typically run on the higher end. So if market value is 25, like typically, I'll say I run 30.
Cool, fair. I mean, yeah, it's up to you. You can tell them whatever. Here, I'm just giving you the economies of scale for you to work with.
Yeah, it's rough.
I also want to sort of establish my, I guess my cred.
Yeah.
Your street cred.
Yeah.
It's 10 gold apiece, which Art will offer his 10, if that's what it takes.
Tim does not have 10 gold.
Art doesn't, or Tim doesn't.
Tim does.
Art will offer 20 gold to cover even Tim's if Tim doesn't have 10 gold. Art will offer 20 if Mary will kick in the other 10.
Mary's just gonna glare at
And
me.
Art's like pleading with you. He's like, "Come on, he's got a big axe. You know he was helpful yesterday."
Mary's gonna look, how good are you?
Did you see that stone? That first, what was it? Stone giant?
The
Lock.
technical term is a
Something.
Grimlock, but yeah, they're big stony creatures.
Did you see that first Grimlock?
Yeah, I've also seen Tim do some stupid shit, but you saw him do good yesterday. What's some how do we know we can trust you?
I don't know. I saved your ass yesterday.
Fair point.
I snuck into
gonna
your
look-
cave and didn't try to kill you.
Mary's gonna keep glaring. She's just gonna go, have you joined an adventuring party before?
Ooh, that's a great question.
And she's
No.
gonna just she's not glaring as much at you. Like, she knows you were joking before. She thought it was annoying. But she is genuinely, like, looking you up and down in a sense of, like, okay, yeah, he didn't kill us.
You're
He helped
sizing him
us.
up.
Yeah, she's just like, but has he joined a party before? And if so, how did that go?
So I imagined that when I came over and grabbed breakfast, I sat on this pew here, and I've been like leaning forward over the plate. I'm gonna set the plate to the side, and I'm gonna sit up straight and kind of lean back in the pew. You know,
Hold on, give me a second. Okay, great.
Roxy.
Go ahead.
I'm just gonna kind of look at the back of my hand, the front of my hand, look to the other hand. My visage keeps people from trusting me inherently.
Okay, quick question. Visage means appearance, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Good question.
The way that I look keeps people from trusting me, keeps more lower people from hiring me. Most of my reputation comes via word of mouth. Otherwise, I wouldn't get work done. And because of how I look, I've had to be by myself for quite some time.
Mary's gonna sigh, and she's gonna say, Okay, I guess that explains the table manners. And she's gonna take out her purse and she's gonna put the how much gold was it?
It's 10.
10. 10. She'll put the 10 gold down and she's just like, we'll give it a go.
You see
We'll give
Art.
it.
You see Art mouth "thank you" at you as you hand him your 10 gold, and he like walks over with the 30 gold to him and like hands it over to Titus. He's like, "Consider yourself hired for the day."
Enter.
I will gladly accept. Thank you very much, and I will pocket the 30.
Cool.
Well, I guess now that we've got that taken care of, we can probably go on to the order of business. There's a logging camp. How long? 2 days away, right?
If you were to try and make it, it's 2 days away. If you go back to the road, go south, and then come back in. If you could try to navigate a more direct route faster using somebody's survival skill, and maybe get there quicker. But yeah, 2 days away.
I've got a decent survival, but it's not great.
Decent as well.
I have a bad, so.
I've got a +3.
Let me double
A
check
plus
Oh, I
eight.
have a
real quick.
I think I have the highest.
Art.
I think it's either Art or Tim.
Oh, interesting. Art's got a great urban survival, so in the city he's going to be a lot more useful, but not out here. No, he's not as useful.
Dude, I didn't realize that my build has so many negative skill modifiers. It's bad.
Tim's probably just gonna say something along the lines of like, we've been to the area several times. I probably could get us there within a day or so if we go through the forest. Once there, we'd be going through the logging camp and then trying to find a group of goblins who call themselves the Red Cap. And hopefully they have more artifacts of Patrick-Ash, because this place was kind of a wash. Quite frankly, almost deadly coming here.
Well, now that I'm with you, I think you've got far less to.
Hopefully. And then Tim's just basically saying if everyone's cool with the plan and ready to go.
Yeah, Art's good.
Mary's good.
Cool. Who's leading?
Tim, he's got the highest survival.
Roll that
Yeah.
check for us, buddy boy. Anybody else going to do anything during this journey day? Anything in particular they're wanting to keep an eye out for or do?
Mary will roll, like, I guess be looking out for any, like, traps, like the goblin traps, like the pits and things like that.
Cool. Perception trap finding?
Yep. Where is my
Very good.
perception trap? Okay. 13 is my skill point. So, plus, dun, 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 dun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Dirty 20.
30-20, great. Tim, what's your final on the survival?
18.
Great. Titus, anything you want to do on your journey with these fine fellows? No?
Sorry, I was yawning. I was either going to roll a perception check to look for like movement, like specifically not traps, but like any other people trying to approach.
Yep.
Or I was going to try to help Tim with the survival check.
Either one of those are a viable choice. Your call.
I think since Tim's pretty good with survival and Mary specifically for traps, I'll like other
Okay.
peeps in the area. Baby, that's a 17.
Nice. So you guys are making your way through the forest. You know, you leave this campsite, you walk past the puddles of ichor and the two, corpses of the Grimlocks, and notice that they are decaying uh, incredibly rapidly. Like, you guys go out there and they should look pretty much like they looked last night, just stiffer. But they're like degraded through, and like bone is showing in places, and their like skin is like super withered, and they are like hella dried out, and and they have a much more rapid state of decay. You travel along the forest led by Tim. Titus has his head on the swivel. Art is just kind of plodding along with you guys. Mary keeping her eyes open for traps. And about halfway through your travel day, it's not a trap for humans, but Mary does see a small like hunting trail, with some like nooses and like critter traps for like small critters set up. Like somebody is like they're very obvious hunting traps which have been set up.
From the looks of it, does it appear to be like a regular one, or is there anything like off about it?
No, it's just a regular small game trap. Yeah.
Okay. Mary's just gonna, looks like someone's hunting for some food. Kind of go back to like looking for anything more goblinoid in nature.
Sounds great. Tim, with a roll of 18 on the survival, is absolutely able to keep you guys on track without getting too lost. And shortly after Mary points out the trap, Titus, it's not. He catches some movement, and he like glances through the trees, and he's kind of looking through, and the movement, like he can't put his finger on it, but there's definitely something moving just inside the tree line.
I will kind of whisper to my party members so as not to potentially alert what or whoever might be over there.
Uh-huh.
And I'm just gonna be like, "Hey guys, there's something over there. Keep your head up. Keep your head in the swivel."
And I'm assuming we'd be looking for it as well too. Try to place it.
Yeah, I mean, you just look in the direction that Titus pointed, and I presume you guys are going to slowly move in that direction, or just look, or
He's definitely gonna take a look. A look see.
as you guys just take a couple of steps off your path and look that way, you can see not anything moving in particular, but you guys can see a large like encampment. So you guys would be. I'm gonna put Art's token down. You guys would be like over here in the forest, and you guys were just like making your way, through point A to point B, and there was some movement that Titus saw, and as you guys came through, it was obviously somebody associated with whatever this thing is. You guys can see like a roughly hewn wall of stone and bone, with like multiple structures on the inside made of like leather and wood and bone, and this is obviously a like something obvious, something or someone obviously lives here.
Can Mary take like a look at it and see if it's like, how like some like cultures buildings kind of like stand out a bit more, like if this is like kind of given any like goblinoid vibes to be like goblin buildings, or if it's like just buildings.
Roll me. I think there's actually like a knowledge.
Is it local?
No, I think there's literally a like archaeology or something stupid, and this would be like the one time that ever Engineering. It'd be a knowledge engineering check.
Oh, I ain't got that for sure.
Yeah.
Flat rolling it.
Flat rolling it.
Flat roll it, baby. Oh, not bad. 15.
On a 15, the use of bone makes Mary think that it's possible that goblins or goblinoids built these. Are definitely, more or less crudely or primitively built. It's obvious that they were built naturally out of items that are pulled from the surrounding forest. But all that means is that whoever built them didn't want to leave the forest to build it. It doesn't mean necessarily that they're goblins.
With that, Mary's gonna kind of like whisper to the group. We got two options: either person who built these just didn't want to leave the forest, so they used the bones and stuff, or this is a bit more built by more primitive creatures. So, possibly goblins, but could be something else too.
And how close-ish to the logging camp would Tim think that we are?
A half day's journey. You guys are about halfway through your trip. If you can keep up this pace, which you will, because I'll keep your survival check through the whole day of travel. You guys can maybe afford to spend an hour here, but you need to be moving for most of the day.
In order to,
In order to get there in a day and not have to pay you again, presumably, is what their concerns are.
Okay, I wasn't sure if the time constraint was like for the blood pact, like they don't make it by a certain date, then they're dead or something.
No, but they do know they need to, they do know that the last time that Mary stopped for a side deal for too long, her nose started to bleed. So
Bad.
Okay.
Do we want to skip it or do we go?
I mean, if you want, you guys can head on through, and I'll just kind of head in and check things out myself.
That might be a good idea, because orcs are considered goblinoids, are they not?
They've been known to associate. They're not considered goblinoids, but they do. They're like giants. They do associate with goblins. Yeah.
Yeah, Mary's
Okay.
knows that.
I guess so. I guess plan is maybe you have it check it out. If it's goblin related and fights ensue, we can probably jump in because they might have Medrash stuff. If it's an orc encampment or something, then probably better to just leave if we can without causing any trouble.
And the sound of a hog squealing loudly cuts through the sound of the forest from the direction of the encampment.
Mary's gonna roll into sneak.
Cool, give it a roll.
Let's see what my sneak score is. Stealth is 10. So
Do you guys have any game with you?
26.
Great.
Any game as
what?
in
Like a Nintendo game or like
No,
a
like
game?
deer, pig, chicken, like just anything.
No, I think we just have rations.
yeah.
We had some cheese for a while, but Miko ate it.
Can I roll a quick perception check to see if there's any game like really close to us?
Roll a perception check.
15.
You don't see any game, but you see, a clear walking path that is like a hunting trail that somebody would have like walked along to set traps,
Right.
like the one that Mary set up, and you can go look for a trap and maybe find some game in one of those.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and walk.
Okay.
Actually, I want to go. I want to go
Mary,
here.
Please drop your token wherever you're going to be. Same thing for you, Art. Or I'm
Yeah,
sorry, Tim.
I want to go here just because I want to get a closer look at the encampment, and I want to see if I can just sort of see a little more of what's going on inside here.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me a perception check now that you have a pretty good visual on the campsite.
Oh my god. It was on 18. That's a 4.
That's a 4, is it? Mary, what are you doing? Just out of curiosity during this time? Are you hanging back?
That was the wrong button.
Are you hanging back? Because you rolled into stealth, so I want to make sure that I know what
Yeah,
you're doing.
Mary's still hanging back. She just wants to hide.
On a 4, you can tell that there are a couple of figures moving behind the fence line. The fence isn't solid, so you can see them moving, but they're much too tall to be goblins. And as you kind of squint, the skin color's all wrong. Like they look like, regular flesh-colored humans, but you can't really tell much besides that.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll throw my axe on my shoulder, and I will approach in a jovial manner. Actually, no. What I want to do is I want to take my axe and make a couple of superficial cuts on my arm and one on my cheek, and then I'm gonna drag my axe and sort of run with a fake limp up to the.
That I do want
to
a
the-
disguise check for.
Yeah. You said disguise?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a 12, I think. Yeah, 12.
12's not terrible. So you approach this gate, and as you walk up to the gate, and can see
Is anybody here?
Inside
Is
the
anybody
space,
here?
There's a couple of things that hit you. First is the smell.
Okay.
It just smells like a compost pile, like refuse, like the dump. Like it smells bad, but in an organic shit rotting away kind of way, right? You can look around and see that there are hides being dried. There's a large stable looking building, barn with the doors shut, and you can hear wah, wee, wah, like that hog squealing sound coming from inside, which is actually drowning out your hollering a little bit. And as you look around, you can see that smell is likely coming from these 3 huge, just refuse piles. They're just old food bits and bones and shit and garbage and just these huge refuse piles. And there is a young man, short, stout, with a long chin and a long nose, dark, rough, stiff hair, and a woman who, the man seems to be working on, skinning a game carcass of some sort, and the woman is out with a basket of farm supplies, and she's moving around. They're obviously doing chores, but they see you approach, and you say, "Is anybody here?" And they both stop their work and turn and look at you and be like, "Well, what? Who are you? What can we be doing for you there, sir? Wow, you look like you might have been done up there a little bit. Now go get Pa. Go on and get him. Go get Pa." And he turns to the lady, and she runs off into one of the buildings.
We got some country bumpkins.
They're elves, or just have a country accent.
There's elves. They just got real
They're
these
the
are redneck.
they're the
elves
swamp
from the
benders from Avatar.
They're the swamp benders, yeah.
In that spirit, their tokens will be trees. Will be little swamp trees. So she runs inside into one of the buildings, and he approaches you. What are you doing out here?
I was attacked by some stone creatures out there. I didn't think I was gonna make it out.
You got stoned by some creatures?
I was.
Well, that don't sound good at all. Are you needing some fixing up there?
If you've got some to spare, that would be great.
Well, I might. Let me just. We're getting Paul, and he'll take a look at you. And as he's talking about you, the woman comes back, And he's like, Rira, did you get? Oh, there he is. There he is. Pappet, you got it. We gotta. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
What the fuck was it? It's oh shit. It's Suit It.
Suit it.
Yeah.
Bluff check, please.
No, because that's my name.
Oh, your name is Suit It. Is that like a middle name?
No, it's my first name backwards.
Oh, there you go.
Oh,
Then make it with advantage. If it's your last name backwards, then make your check with advantage.
Would you say Bluff?
Bluff.
Bluff. Okay. Give me one more. Perfect. That's a 18.
And he says, "Well, Suit It." And he looks at you. Looks like you might have found a mite spot bit of trouble. Well, what you doing out in these woods all by your lonesome?
Well, I do odd jobs for a living. As you can see, people don't take too kindly to my type around here, and I do whatever jobs I can. So I was trying to forage some. I was trying to do some foraging for somebody, and then I was attacked by creatures in the.
Well, that don't sound no good. Have you
It sure wasn't.
have you had any lunch yet? Can we get you a little? Come on in and sit down, and we'll get you cleaned up there. Meanwhile, the hogs are like screaming, out in the stable.
I do want to like take a look around now that I'm a little further in.
Mhm.
And where are they guiding me to?
They're guiding you back towards the the quote unquote main house that the woman who has been referred to as Rira, Rheera, has come out of, as well as the guy, and then the squealing is coming from this like large barn type building, and there's a few outbuildings that are like obviously some of them are obviously used for storage. One of them is look like scraps of bone, and another one is like a bunch of different like wood, and the other one's like a bunch of different leather, and they're obviously like processing all of this stuff themselves, like all of the quote unquote construction material that you see everything built out of. Like this is like at a glance obviously a self-sustaining like setup, and
Can
go ahead.
can I make? I guess I think it would either be like a perception or an appraise check or something to see if I can tell, like in the group of bones, like maybe look for a skull or something to see if I can.
It's probably closer to a nature or a survival check to be able to correctly
Okay.
identify something in that
Okay.
line.
Yeah. I will do survival. I want to look at the bones and or leather to see if I can look at the color of the leather to maybe connect it to a certain type of skin or look for particularly identifiable skulls.
Okay, sounds great. Go ahead and make your roll. While you're making that roll, I just want to check in with Mary and Tim and Art. You guys can hear the multiple voices like calling out loudly, and you can hear like an obvious version of a conversation happening. What are you guys gonna do?
That's an 18. Before I forget.
Great, thank you.
Mary's just gonna keep sitting there and just watching. It's just like, what do you want to do?
Well, they aren't killing him, so that at least we're good there. Figure if we don't see him come out within a few minutes, we can probably go over there and see what's happening.
Let's give it a few more minutes.
Yeah.
If he doesn't come out in like 10, we'll go in.
Great. So Titus rolls an 18, looking around at the refuse piles and the different bones and stuff. And he sees a lot of what he would expect, deer-like creatures. There's a lot of really small bones that have obviously come off of, the like rabbits and squirrels and small critter types that the types of traps that Mary had pointed out were out there. But there's some like really substantial sized bones out here, which like some of those could be dire bears, but some of those are like definitely like giant femurs. Like the bones of the creatures that you guys just attacked are decomposing rapidly, but there's definitely like bones of a humanoid creature of that size in this pile, as well as other bones, as well as other humanoid bones from other different sizes. You can't. There's nothing so clean as an entire intact skull to allow you to definitively identify a specific species. But yeah, there's game stuff in here and also humanoid bones in here. Absolutely.
And then I want to look over at like the pig pen too to see if there's like anything that's specifically agitating them or if it's just them being in captivity.
You can't see them. It's a barn with closed doors, so it's just a
Okay.
big shut building. But now that you look at it, you can see the doors. Like and then like the doors are being like pushed against.
Okay. I guess while we're walking through the camp and I notice all this stuff, I'm gonna try to like nonchalantly ask, like, "Wow, what's going on with your hogs?"
Oh, they're just a little hungry. You know how it is. They can't tell time. They just know what they want in their stomachs.
Oh no.
Well, it seems like you guys don't have too much of an issue getting them food, and I'm gonna like motion. I'm gonna crook a thumb over at the group of bones.
And they say, "No, we do not." And the man who they've referred to as Pappy says, "Well, shoot. Sometimes it even just wanders right in." And before your eyes, all three of these individuals begin to transform, and their faces grow longer, and their
Shit.
teeth extend out into giant tusks. And in a moment, Titus is standing next to three full-grown wereboars, and I need everyone
What
to
the
roll.
fuck?
And I need everyone to roll initiative for me, please.
God damn it. I'm sorry, Titus.
Well, Titus, I had fun while it lasted.
Nah, we got this shit.
You guys got a long
Um,
rest in between at least, so there's that.
Fuck yeah.
Okay, I need to flip to a new sheet here on my little notebook, which I am honestly running out of pages on. Okay, Titus, what'd you roll?
23.
Fuck yeah, that's gonna help you a lot, I think. Let's see here. Fucking, I almost called you Fearoth, but that's not your name in this campaign. Mary, what'd you roll?
18.
And Tim?
A 13, or no, 12.
Art rolled 15. Okay, so Titus, you fortunately do get to start us off here, bud. You are not.
Sweet.
You're surprised by the fact they're wereboars, but because it does take them a few moments to transform, you are not like surprised by combat and caught flat-footed. You are like within striking distance of two of them currently, though. What
Yeah.
what are you doing, bud? It's your turn.
Well, I'm gonna leave my my performance. I'm still kind of like hunched over, pretending to be hurt. I'm gonna hang my head in exasperation. I'm gonna stand up and I'm gonna grip my great axe with both hands and I'm gonna swing at this guy's legs.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me an attack roll.
Oh, motherfucker. Dirty 20.
A dirty 20. That is going to hit these guys. Go ahead and roll 4 damage.
Oh my god, I am so sick of rolling ones on this fucking.
No.
That's 7 points of damage. No, 8 points of damage. Sorry.
Great. 8 points of damage on number 1. Werebore 1. Great.
And I'm gonna swing at him again. That's a 23 to hit.
That's gonna hit him.
Give me a good Thank you. That's 18 damage.
Whoa, 18 damage. So that's a total of 39. Is that right? I can do math.
18 plus. Did I do? No, I didn't do 11. I did 8.
You did 8.
So
Okay.
26.
Okay. Great. Give me 1 second, guys, because I actually have.
Yeah, I'm gonna use a free action to say. Actually, no, I'm not going to. I don't want to. Or I'm just gonna scream. I'm not stuck in here with you. You're stuck in here with me. Specifically, I want to specifically be loud enough so that they can hear me on the outside of the camp and know that shit is happening, so they can get over here and help me.
Yeah, that makes sense. I hear that. And Mary will get a chance to do that after these guys go.
Oh no.
So, Werebore number 1 moves back and shuts this gate.
Son of a bitch.
Werebores, or I guess it's Werebore 3. Werebores 1 and 2, they go ahead and they attack with their tusks. Only one of which can be with his tusks. Okay. Okay. Oh, wow, I can see that because that's a crazy attack. Okay.
No.
So here are some tusk attacks. That's a 6.
Gotta survive a couple turns.
That's a 6 and a 10. The 6 turns
Yeah.
into a.
You guys are 4.
That's why I had them set their pieces down. And I cut to them specifically as soon as you asked to look around. I was like, "Cool, I'll give you that response. What are you guys doing over here?" And they're like, "We'll give him a couple of minutes." It's like, okay.
Yeah. I mean, if you guys dash, you can make it to me in 2 turns.
So that is plus 5 to hit. So the 6 turns into an 11, and the 10 turns into a 15.
Neither hit.
Okay, so that's it for their tusk attacks. Then they're going to just give you a standard maul attack with their crazy ass clawed hands.
I'm thinking for the tusk, I held my great axe in front of me, kind of as a quasi shield.
Yeah, where you're doing that classic thing they do in zombie movies, where you're holding it parallel bunt style, and you're just holding them back while they're snapping at you and trying to gore you with the tusks.
Yeah.
Next set of rolls are a little higher. That is a 17 and a dirty 20 to hit.
The dirty 20 hits.
Okay, great. So if one of those hits, then that
I'm thinking
is...
I was busy deflecting the 17, and while I was dealing with that, the 20 hit me.
That is 11 slashing damage. And these guys go ahead and, like I said, close the gate. So I'm just going to draw that in so that everybody knows that is the case here. Nope, that's a circle. We want the line tool. Great. And
Nailed it.
That's it for the bad guys. Then, Mary, you're up.
And because I'm in sneak and stuff, would I do the sneak attack damage?
You would, but if you're going to stay in sneak, you can only move half of your move speed every turn.
Yeah. Okay, let me see what it is.
They also don't know that you're there.
Yeah, but, just hold on. Give me 1 second. Trying to find the sneak attack to see how much damage it would be. If it's worth it.
I think at your level you get 3d6
it's
or
3d6.
something.
Yeah, your attack deals.
But you, unless you have the feat to do one with a ranged weapon specifically, you.
I thought we determined that it was that you can do it with a ranged weapon.
I thought
because
there
that
was
was something.
feat
That was something where I remember it being a thing of like you were saying there was a feat and we couldn't find it, and then it was like, oh, you can. Let me check that.
I'll be right back in the meantime.
Hold on, I'm looking up. I'm looking up the rule.
It's
Okay.
kind of it looks like it's specifically squishy to leave it open. Basically, if the enemy has their back turned to you, it's reasonable to assume it's a sneak attack, but it's always within 30 feet.
Okay.
That's how we'll roll it.
Okay. And all these squares are like how many
5.
feet?
They're 5 apiece.
Okay. So, and if Mary's in sneak right now, but okay, could Mary still take sneak attack damage if she goes out of sneak, but she's just moving, so she's behind these people?
If they have their back turned to her and she's within 30 feet, she's rolled into stealth, she should get a sneak attack on it. Yeah, but I mean, they're gonna get a chance to see her if she rolls out of sneak. So
Yeah, that's the thing. Okay, let me see how many squares. 1, 2. Hold on. Okay. 1, 2, and then stealth. I get
If I'm correct.
cut down half. Okay, let me see. Because my walk speed 20, and then
Like see better.
normally I'd move 20 feet, but that's half. If I do like only movement to get positioned, how much could I move?
what's your movement speed?
20 normally.
20 feet, because you can move
Yeah.
twice your movement, but you move half your movement when you're sneaking. So 20 feet plus your 5-foot step, 25 feet.
Okay. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and then let me see how far this one is so far. Just out of curiosity. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Oh, this is a lot. Okay. I'm going to have to get super duper close. Okay, well, Titus, hold out.
So you moved 10 feet so far. Where else are you moving?
I moved, that was 25 feet. Because I was right here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Use the right click to.
Yeah, I was right here.
20. Okay, sorry. I must have only. Did you move yourself in 2 increments? I must have only caught yourself from the halfway mark.
Yeah, I moved myself in increments.
Okay, cool. Yeah, and that's what I missed. So, okay, great. You're still in stealth. You need to take both your actions to move. Unless you want to talk, that's your thing. Brings us to Art, who's going to ask, should I just run in there?
I don't know how long Titus is gonna last in there. So I think it's better to be safe than sorry. We need to just get in there and get our numbers up.
Okay. He's going to be like, then we do it Corbin style. And he's just going to start running. Okay, great. And that's his movement. What are you going to do, Tim?
Same deal. Start running basically full speed forward.
Cool.
So he has walk speed's 30 feet, so he'd be able to go 60.
Yes, correct.
I bet he can't do anything else, right?
Not if he's used both of his movements to move, or both of his actions to move.
Throw a bomb.
He used all 6 of his seconds moving. He has no
Yeah.
time in this 6-second stint.
Yeah, I know.
So, but that does bring us back to you, Titus.
Actually, sorry.
No,
would
you
he
got
be able to
Swift?
attack? Yeah, I was gonna be like a check to see if there's any like breaks in the fencing that he can get through, or if it's just gonna be a bull rush the gate kind of situation.
Yeah, roll me perception. On a 16, he can see that there are a few weak points in this fence, which he would probably be able to squeeze through. It would take him some time to do so, but those points are here. Oh, hold on. I thought I had a different tool selected. Are here, here, and here.
Those are like the connecting points in the fence, like the weak points.
Yeah, that are because like this fence is like a mesh basically, but the mesh is wide enough that he could snake his way through part of it.
Oh, I was thinking it was just put together with duct tape and super glue.
It's a little bit of that too. It's not really designed to keep anything out per se.
Okay, that was gonna be it. That was the only thing.
All right, then we're back to you, Titus.
I'm gonna keep wailing away at number 1.
Wail away. I'll wail away. I'll wail away. Come wail
Baby,
away
26.
with me. That hits.
Uh, 18 points of damage.
Sick. And then your second attack.
Also at number 1. 28.
That hits.
Yeah, not as good. 9.
9. Okay, great.
How's he looking?
Bloodied, but just barely.
Shit.
This is supposed to be a group encounter, but
Yeah.
Yeah. Could have been worse. They could have ambushed you in the house.
Yeah, no, I was absolutely not gonna let them get me all the way into the house. Definitely not.
Are you done, sir?
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
it's gonna be it.
Brings us to them. The boar who's closest to the gate is gonna just like squeal loudly and point at Tim and Art, who are just like running blatantly across this open field and are now 20 feet away from her on the other side of the gate, but your presence is now known, the two of you. And so this wereboar like screams, screeches, and just basically like turns around to face you guys, but knows there's a gate between you, and it's just kind of like standing there guarding. The other two are going to again go with the tusks. This time it looks like only one of those is going to hit because it is a dirty 20 and like a 9 or something.
Oh shit.
What's up?
Number 1 attacked me the last turn, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I forgot about Grudge Fighter. I get +1 damage to things that attack me in the same turn.
I'll add 2 fucking damage to that. That's fine.
I will nickel and dime as much as I can.
Yeah, and if you earned it, you earned it. Because I'm going to attack you with everything they've got, so you might as well give everything you got. But I know a 9 doesn't hit. The dirty 20 does, though. Is that correct?
Correct.
Then I need you to give me a Constitution saving throw, specifically, please.
How you motherfuckers? Constitution? So Fortitude?
No, a Constitution check, I guess.
Okay.
No, actually, no. It is a Fortitude save in Pathfinder. I'm sorry. I'm doing some transcribing. Some transcribing. Yeah, it is a Fortitude save.
Oh, come on! Fuck. It's a 11.
Oh, bummer. On an 11, you feel the tusk strike you. You're in the process of, like we were just talking about, kind of like zombie holding one of them back while the other one comes in from your flank and gets you solidly like up and down your arm. And you know, have some experience with attacks coming with baggage because of your last battle and your wealth of fighting experience.
Yeah.
And you know what? You watched these things transform into werebores. What's Titus's experience with lycanthropes, just generally lycanthropes?
Oh fuck. Okay. Well, you said that I'm from Sandpoint.
Sandpoint's
Um.
you're probably from Ocean Crest on my map is the proxy for that, or Karak. You could be from either of those two places, but I think Ocean Crest is more like Sandpoint is personally.
Okay. Um. Yeah, because you put Sandpoint in my thing. That's the only reason.
Well, it's called Sandpoint on your character sheet because
Got it.
that's the sanctioned setting, but this is a homebrew world, so probably Ocean Crest.
Got it. Okay. So would that area have any wins with any
I mean,
forms of?
it's an urban area. You would have had more access to bards and stories.
Mm,
You would have, yeah. I mean, you'd have at least some surface level knowledge with this. Uh,
I think most of my knowledge is probably from stories, so I have no first-hand knowledge, mostly third-hand that may or may not be factual.
then I will suffice it to say that Titus has a bad feeling about whatever this is.
Oh fuck.
Um,
Oh no.
Are you
then
about to become a werewolf?
I think I'm about to become a werebore, man.
uh, Great. So that is it for their tusk attacks, and they get their regular gore attack. One of them is a 17. One of them is a 19.
19 hits.
19 hits. So that is also 2d6. That is 10 slashing damage on the nose. And that they are done brings us to Mary.
Okay. Once again, I have to be within 30 feet, right?
If you want to sneak attack,
Yeah, okay. So, I'm gonna do what I did last time. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And that'll be it for me.
sounds great. Which of those two squares are you in?
Oh, let me see.
Awesome.
Alright,
Thank you.
there we go.
Art is up. Tim, are you going to say anything about the gaps you saw in the fence?
And
What's that?
I didn't ask it on my turn, so I don't know if I can ask it now. But what are the gap? If hypothetically Tim threw a bomb at the gaps or like the hinges on the gate, would it cause it to fall over?
I mean, this stuff is not, to code. It's not as sturdy as like a building in town would be, but I don't know how much experience Tim has trying to blow up stone, leather, and wood construction, so I don't think Tim would know.
I'm really curious as to who the Secretary of the Interior is in this that has a building code encampments.
The tax collector comes up here and writes them up for code enforcement.
He's got like magic runes that he scrawls in the door that don't go away until the code violation's fixed.
Right. Oh man, it's like the equivalent of a lockout. Like the doors just won't open. You can't get in it. I'm sorry, Tim. Are you going to say anything about what you saw?
Yeah, he's gonna point out the two closest ones. So these two, and basically, go for whichever one he the closest one.
And Art says, "Those look like ways for a small guy in. I'm a big guy though," and he's gonna try a bull rush maneuver against the gate. Because I feel like Art wouldn't want to slow down and squeeze through something if he was already running full speed. He'd just want to keep running.
Yeah.
He rolls a 4 on the dice, so even with his Bull Rush modifier, I don't think that's going to get him through the gate, but let me check. Bull Rush 4 is a +5. So yeah, on a 9, an 8, he's not going to get through it. And he like bounces off, but Tim watches like this whole side of the wall like waver slightly in, come back out, like 1 or 2 pieces of the bone off the top like fall off, and he's got reason to suspect that a bomb's going to blow a big fucking hole in this fence at any point. But that's it for him. Tim, you're up.
That's exactly what Tim is going to do. He's gonna, go a little bit up so he's within the 20-foot increment, and then throw a bomb like right there.
Cool.
Do I need a roll to actually hit?
You do. You don't have to roll very high, but you can't roll 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, or 6.
Okay, so then I just have to not roll a 1 because his modifier is plus 5.
Okay, great.
Oh, thank goodness, that is a 7, not a 1.
Then you do hit. Roll your damage.
Okay, let's see. 1, 3, 14 plus 4, 18.
And you hear the sound, the high pitched dink of the glass breaking against the wooden surface before, woof. This whole like section of wall is engulfed in flames. Like a bunch of like bone shards fly out. They actually do 2 damage to Art, as it's basically like a shrapnel bomb of the wall itself, as like little bits and pieces fly out and some of them strike him. But when the smoke literally clears, you have a easily man-sized hole big enough for you guys to make your way through.
Way to go.
Oh, there it is. And
Once
then
I see the,
what's up?
Yeah, that's
I was gonna
obvious
say,
to you, Titus.
once I see the hole blown, I mean, like, you guys are in for it now.
And they, they're like squealing like hogs and like shrieking and stuff, and their shrieking is joined by the shrieking of the hogs behind the, wall of the barn. Yeah.
Do they sound like similar shrieking? Like, do the hogs in the barn sound like just like the werehogs, or do they sound more akin to natural hogs?
They sound very, very similar. Not the same, but very similar. They sound more distressed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then would have just gone up to the wall without different.
Okay. And if Tim is done, that brings us back to Titus.
Oh, motherfucker. 16 to hit number 1.
16 hits number 1.
Perfect. Why'd you roll so long? I think it's. Oh, has number 1 hit me?
Number 1 has hit you, yeah. Number 1 is the one that got you with his tusks.
Got it. Okay, so that is plus 7. So 11 points of damage.
11 points of damage. Great. And your second?
Second attack, also to number 1. Fucker. 3 plus 6 is 9.
9 puts him at death's door, but not quite there.
No, not. Sorry, 9 to hit.
Oh, 9 to hit. No, 9 is not going to hit.
Yeah. Locally dokily. All I got.
The werebores are up. Werebore 3 is going to go plug the gap and strike at Tim through it. First with tusks. Oh, that's a natural 20. Rolling to confirm. 10 plus 5 is 15.
AC still 11.
That is gnarly. I need you to roll me a fortitude saving throw, please, sir.
23.
Fuck yeah.
You feel something starting to take over your body before you, through sheer force of will, are able to keep it off, keep it at bay. However, it was still a crit that confirmed. So we got the damage coming from that right now.
Would I have seen that attack at
Oh
the
yeah,
gate?
oh yeah, for sure.
Are we
I
all
wanna-
gonna become fucking werebores by
Well,
the end
no,
of this?
I want to yell at them, just like, stay away from the tusks.
Okay, sounds great. Too
We're
late
gonna be
for Tim, but
pissed.
sounds great. That is 17 points of damage on the crit, and then he's going for his regular gore, which is an 11 to hit, which I'm pretty sure is your AC.
Choose.
That is another 9 damage on the gore attack with her, I guess, claws.
Yeah, that's
Then the 2 on Titus are still trying to take care of Titus there, so they're going tusk mode first. That's a 4 and a 1, so one of them is done attacking. He sacrifices the rest of his turn. The other one is going to go for his gore and roll a 19 on the dice with his +5 modifier. That is going to hit you.
Yeah, me.
But he rolls middling on his dice roll for 9 piercing damage, or slashing damage, I'm sorry.
Okay.
And that is it for the werebores. Brings us to Mary.
Duh. Okay. Quick question.
Yeah.
With the whole Tim and Art standing there, if Mary kind of is able to get to an area where she could shoot in between here, would there be the whole penalty of cover or no?
Basically, if you stand on one of these 2 tiles, then she won't have any cover from the fence. Because your teammates aren't going to give her cover. They, for your purposes, count as if they're not there, because that would be too much to manage.
Oh, 5, 10, 15. And I can still take a shot with the 15 foot?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You're 30 feet away from the werebore as of right now.
Okay, I'm a roll to attack, baby. Oh, wait. And if I do the can I do the deadly aim and the sneak shot, or is that too much?
I think you can do deadly aim still, and that's just a minus to hit and a plus on damage.
Yeah, -2 to hit, but a +4 on the damage.
Yeah, I'd say you can do
Okay.
that.
So and then so it'll just be +5 instead of a +7.
Yeah, these things AC is not real high, so I'm pretty sure you're gonna hit this.
Yeah, 16 + 5,
That
so
hits. Roll your damage.
1. And then add my +4. Okay, so 25.
Damage.
Yes.
As you shoot yourself out of sneak and make yourself known, Tim and Art, hear a bolt whizzing between their ears as it sails into the werebore, who shrieks in pain and looks up and sees you, Mary, now out of stealth, having made yourself known, and do some pretty substantial damage to it.
Mary's just gonna say in response to all this, "Mama wants some bacon." And yeah, that's gonna be it.
I love it.
Oh wait, does she have any more movement she can do, or was the 15 it?
No, because you were doing it in stealth. That was.
Yeah.
That was it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm good then.
And that brings us to Art, who is right here next to the werebore. So he's just going to take both of his attacks at it with his 2-handed fighting. And the 2 is not going to hit, but the 18 is. And he does 5 whole damage to the werebore. And that's it for his turn. Brings us to Tim.
Tim is going to heal a little bit with his bow.
his daily heal bomb.
Yeah, spontaneous healing, and then he is going to. Would he be able to attack and disengage if he doesn't move?
You could, but there's not really a point to disengaging if you're not going to move. Because if you attack and then disengage, you can't go anywhere, and then what's the point of disengaging? Because the whole point of that is that you can move away without being attacked. No is the answer. The attacking and disengaging takes the same action, but I'm kind of curious as to what your thought process was.
That disengage, move back a score, and then have Art take the next hits.
No, you do have to make your choice here. You can disengage
Okay.
and then move and then take an attack on your next turn, or you can move and incur an attack of opportunity and take an attack on this turn.
Yeah. Okay. He is going to.
But did you take your spontaneous healing first? Don't forget about that.
Yeah, he took it first, and it's a free action.
Cool. I just want to make sure you already got that on your hit points.
Yeah. Yeah, he's gonna disengage, and then he's going to fall back, probably. Yeah, about here.
Okay, great.
And he can't do anything else, right?
Not unless he's got a check to do. Yeah.
He's just gonna look at how the Werebore is doing.
Werebore is, has like that sneak attack hit and you heard it, but it's still not even halfway dead.
Okay, that'll be it for him.
Cool, love it. That brings us back to the top. Titus, and I want to check in with the group because realistically we've got 3, maybe 4 more rounds of combat. It's going to take us past 10. I just wanted to get kind of an energy check from everybody and see how we were feeling, how long we wanted to go for.
Probably not too much.
You want to do one more round of combat and call it neighborhood of 10?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Then let's do that. Titus, you're up.
Dokily dokily. I'm gonna try to finish this off.
I think you will. I think you will. Assuming you hit.
Dirty 20 to hit.
That hits him. Uri day.
Son of a bitch. Another 1 on the damage dice.
Oh
So
my
that's
God.
an 8.
You said that's 8?
Yeah.
This is a guaranteed 8 damage. That's not.
Yeah, I mean it's nothing to shake a stick, but he's also a fighter. That's like what fighters do. Roll your second attack, sir. He's on death's door, but not quite dead.
Oh my god.
I know.
No, I just rolled a natural 20.
Oh, well.
I want to
Get
I want
ready
to
to
attack
eviscerate
number 2.
this guy. You want to attack
I want to
number
attack
2?
number. I want to attack number 2.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I'll allow. Go ahead. Roll to confirm, sir.
Oh fuck me.
It's okay. They've got a low AC. It'll be fine, I'm sure.
Yeah, but I don't think this low. I think that's an 8.
Does not confirm. So it's a hit. Roll your damage.
God damn it. I want to do the damage to number 1.
No, Mary's gonna finish off one with a crossbow bolt, I think.
That's fine.
What's
That's
your damage?
18 damage to 2.
18 damage to 2. Cool. Which is substantial, and now both these guys are bloodied. But if you're done, that means they're up.
That is going to be it for me.
Okay. Werebore is going to attack Art with a 17 as his highest roll. We've been rolling tusks first. Art's AC is not 17, so he's going to get hit. He's going to roll a fort save, which I think is his best save because he's a strong boy. Oh, no, reflex is his best. He's a dexterous boy. He's a rogue, of course. He rolls a 19 on the dice, though. Plus his 5. He saves. But he's still taking damage. 9 damage, and the gore attack doesn't hit. Great. Then the other two. That's 1 hit and 1 miss, because that's an 18 on the die and a 4 on the die. So.
To who?
To you. The two
18,
werebears.
18,
What's that?
18 misses.
18 plus 5, 23.
Oh,
18 on the die, because I'm starting to learn your guys' AC. So I'm trying to save you guys the embarrassment of, does 27 hit? You know, it's like, yeah, of course 27 hits, you know. So that's 12 damage on the first landed attack. The second batch is a 6 on the die and a 12 on the die, so even with his plus 5, both of those are going to miss. So you just take the 12 damage from the 1 tusk attack. But don't need to make a save this time.
because I'm already infected.
And now they're done. Mary, you're up.
Which one did you say I could probably take out with a crossbow bolt?
Number 1.
One looks
No.
like he is trashed. One looks
Okay,
so
how far?
trashed.
That bitch.
You will need to get all the way up to the gate to like stick your crossbow through a hole to shoot him. Otherwise, he will get cover from the fence.
Oh damn.
I believe in you.
Is Titus good if like I don't try to kill him?
Sure.
Okay. I'll ask that I want to be like Titus is about to die. Time to get the bacon, bitch.
I'm about 3/4 down.
Titus is going to die soon if he does not get any help.
Oh fuck. Okay.
Titus does not look
Hold
like he's in good shape.
This right here. That's 20 feet.
Okay. So this is a hole in the fence?
The whole fence has holes in it. Enough
Oh,
for you to
okay.
get your crossbow through. You just have to walk all the way up to the fence and
Alright.
stick your crossbow through one of the holes to shoot.
Okay. I'm here. Can I shoot number 1?
Absolutely. Roll your attack roll.
Give me 1 second. And he's within how many feet? So I know which modifier to add.
Yeah, he's within
30?
No, he's within 30 feet. Yeah.
30 feet. Okay, so plus 7. Okay. Do. Does a 16 hit?
It does. Roll your damage. Don't roll minimum.
7?
7 will kill him. How does he die?
Fuck yeah.
Let me see. Let me think about this.
I'm glad you guys got one of the werebears tonight. Wereboars.
Yeah.
Tonight. That'll help it not feel so overbearing next time when Jeremy comes back and looks at his character sheet and says, yeah, that's right, 16 hit points. Okay, awesome.
I know exactly how the wereboar dies. Does the wereboar have a belly button?
He does.
You're just gonna see, like, Titus is just looking at this fucking wereboar, and all of a sudden he just sees a crossbow bolt go right out of its belly button and it's sticking out like a piercing.
Like 3D style, right at him. Bloop.
Yeah, and it's gone through like the spine, through the stomach, and it's like starting to emerge out of the belly button, but like not all the way. So it's like he has a really long bolt sticking out his belly button. He's dead.
Cool. As his body slumps over. Are you done, Mary?
Can I do anything else?
Other than checks, I don't think so, but you know, you don't.
I
Really
guess
need to
can
do
I
a
make a check on wereboar 3 to see how bad she is?
Still in the top half of her health.
So not very. You only hit
I was
it
gonna
once.
say I know 25 was good, but I didn't know if it was that good.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm good.
Art is up. He takes both of his attacks on the wereboar. He rolls a natural 1 and is done with his turn. Tim, you're up, bud.
He's gonna throw a bomb at for 3 safe spots being.
Art is safe. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got you.
Okay, good. He hits. 21 to hit.
That hits. Yeah, roll your damage.
See.
And then also roll your splash die out of for funsies.
Oh, quick question. What are the yellow dots again?
Those are wider holes in the fence that Tim would have had to squeeze through, but Mary could probably just kind of crouch over and walk through.
Oh, okay.
Let's
Good
see.
to know.
17 damage, and then
And he's on fire, right?
yeah, he'd be on fire, and then the splash die is gonna be number 5.
Black dice number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. And your splash damage just catches the more of the fence on fire, basically, as this is the area that it was splashing in. So now fire is like spreading along the gate, because it won't spread where the hole is, but it'll spread the other direction. So you've effectively set this fence on fire.
Yay, arson.
Anything else, Tim?
I think that'll be. He's just gonna I guess point at the one hole in the wall for Mary that she's near. That's gonna be it, Brad.
Cool. And with that, we are back at the top. So, and it's 9:54. So we will call this our break for this time around, in the middle of dramatic combat, and we will hopefully start next session with you guys finishing off the werebores, but you may have some new complications as a result. We'll see. Next time on Dragon Ball Z!
Yeah.
Okay, guys.
Mary got turned into a werebore. Would she technically be like a piglet?
She would be a small werebore, absolutely. I am going to go end stream, guys. I will be right back. Give me just a second. Okay, guys. Let's see how many players or how many viewers we got. We got 2. I think we need 3 for a raid, if I remember correctly. So I will tell the people out there that I appreciate them. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing your evening with us. Thanks for listening to our antics. I'm glad that nobody died tonight, because when Titus walked into this camp completely unawares, that was very possible. So there are going to be consequences from this, I'm sure, though. So next time, we'll find out what those consequences are. Thank you so much, and we will catch you guys for this game next week on Friday. But I also have a game on Wednesdays at about 6:30 Pacific Standard, so we'll see you for one of those too. Later.